Because I have a lot of things to discuss today before we go live on TikTok. And before we start really, really getting the calls in, not cars. There's no cars coming into the show today. If I were to be in a Pixar movie, if I was forced into a Pixar movie, my life, everything about it, like my being, who I am as a human, like everything about me, if I was forced into a Pixar movie, I would most likely be choosing Cars. 100%. There it is, Slinger. The one I would not choose would be Bug's Life. Okay? Don't want to be a bug. I also do not feel... I'd be pretty good at it, I think. But the movie Inside Out, I don't think I would be a good emotion. This is where we're going to start the show today. Lion King would be dope. I would be... If I was an animal, what animal would I be? My last name is Vino, so I'd probably be a rhino, if that makes any sense. I'm rhyming again today. Of course, we're getting to rhyming. Wall-E would be bad. Wall-E would be very, very bad. But being one of the fat people on the spaceship hooked up to the food and the whatever they're hooked up to, the oxy, what? All the what? What? That part wouldn't be horrible. I would probably lean like Cars. Bug's Life would stink. Lion King would be kind of awesome. I would not want to be a toy in Toy Story. If I was a toy in Toy Story, only half the time I'm able to chill with my bros. The other half of the time, I'm just like in a closet. Well, no comment there. Don't clip that. The other half the time, you're just stiff. You're in rigor mortis mode. You're going full rigor. Well, okay. Fridays, we get a little bit loose with the show, and that kind of happens sometimes. Up, Himmy would be okay. Up would be okay, because those are all human beings, unless you're the dog. Well, majority of the people that we see are those talking dogs, if you will. Remember they got the thing on them? They're like, oh boy, I'm ready for this. What's that guy's name? Doug? Moana? Didn't see, so I can't comment on Moana. Was Frozen Pixar? I don't know. I'm not really big. I know, Himmy, I'm so sorry. I'm Kevin. There it is. Not Doug. Kevin. I'm not super big on the snow, so I don't know if Frozen would be the way I go. Wall-E is kind of... I know Oreo was like not Wall-E, but it's kind of growing on me. Breaking Bad would be good, Unruly. That would be really, really good. Yeah, that would be really, really good. Wow. You know, I kind of look like... Gosh, what's the guy's name who always wears the beanie? Kind of look like him. Someone's got that. Yeah, XT, this will go up. I'll put that in right now. Who do I look like? The guy in Breaking Bad? What's his name? Joe Buck? Close. I do kind of look like Joe Buck thinking about it. I saw a Russian dude the other day, and I was like, I look just like that guy, and I realized I'm Russian. That's how you don't. No, not Jesse. Badger? Badger's friend. But Bill is just like, Skinny Pete. I kind of look like Skinny Pete. Bro, also, if you guys didn't see it, XD1 put together an awesome, am I peeking too much? Put together an awesome video on TikTok. He put together a great TikTok. We're going to watch it right now because it's very, very funny. Right when I see what Bill is trying to talk to me about. Bill sent me a video. Me and Bill just casual like that. But I want to watch this video from XD1. My guy. He started a clip channel called TBWZ Clips. It's awesome. Thank you. I'm Skinny Pete. I'm Peak Vini right now. Whoa! Peak Vini? That's kind of sick. Peak Vini is kind of cool. Stop playing. There's a video playing in the background. This video is awesome. Like and share this. Also, we do the movie of the day. LA Confidential. LA Confidential is Confidential's tough, gorgeous, and vastly entertaining, and won 1997's Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actress and Best Adapted
That iRobot?
Screenplay. Director Chris Hansen. In this film, the three cops, a call girl, Mysterious. Also, we do the movie
Epic.
of the day. Dude, WXD1. WXD1 all around, fellas. WXD1, that was awesome. Here's a link to the video. If you guys can like and share and follow the channel, that would help him grow that page. He is getting paid dinero for it. I've set up a full-on clip program that I'm going to be breaking the news to him in just a little bit on some of that. But I'm setting up a whole clip program. So if you or any of your friends want to get involved in clipping out the show, you will be compensated for it. It's like a flat weekly rate with bonuses based off of views and stuff like that. So, yes, sir. Super fun stuff. We absolutely love it. We love you guys. Bill, I'm going to get your message in just a second here. Actually, let's just watch this now. This is unbelievable. I just got... Yes, Jen, it was hilarious. Buffalo Bill sent me this. It's him rocking a white monster. I couldn't be more concerned, but also, oh nope, don't want to go PIP. Go on picture in picture on a Buffalo Bill airdrop. Nah, thanks.
So I have this full can of Monster here. It's full. Hold up, give me a second.
No way. Bill, are you serious right now? Oh, Billy. Yo, chilly Billy. Yo, Billy, chill. Yo, Bill, chill. Bro!
Yeah. Just absolutely chugged it.
Bill, are you serious?
And I destroyed the can.
What is this music in the background, brother? Is that Madden? Are you icing your ankle? Bill, I'm so curious. What's with the cow? Bill, you got to be careful when you send me videos. I'm going to break it all down. What's with the cow back here, first of all? Okay. What is the cow doing? Okay. You're rocking the blue camo, big Navy guy. Did you serve? Second of all, let's get these ankle socks, brother. Listen, two things. Ankle socks, great form of feet covers. Great form of little feet covers, okay? We're rocking Crew. We're rocking Crew socks right now. Not saying you have to buy all new Crew socks, but, we're rocking Crew. Also, love the joggers, brother. Absolutely love the joggers. Love being comfy. It's in Buffalo. It's probably cold out there. Yeah, I DM'd this girl, Swilly. She's an Angels fan. I was like, hey, I'm an Angels fan. I'd love to have you on the show. And she just didn't respond. But I found a woman who likes sports, who likes baseball. She works for John Boy Media. I think she also likes women, if that makes any sense. I don't know why I'm showing you this. My messages were open and that was over there and I kind of like saw it and I was like, maybe I should hide that. And then I was like, that's weird that I hid that. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just tell them. So here I am being upfront and honest. Follow TBWZ Clips, by the way. It'd be hilarious if when I clicked to it, you saw I didn't follow it. Bill, Electric Video. If anybody has, I've seen some Miss Anisimova stuff. I don't know if I've seen that stuff. She was... There was like an idiot reporter asking her like, hey, lady, what's it like playing in is that the one? It's like playing for the USA. What's it like representing the USA given what the past few months have been like in America? And she's like, bro, I don't care. She handled it like a boss. She handled it like such a boss. And I'm sure like she probably does care deep down because she's like an educated, smart woman. Love it, dude. Love it, brother. I'm gonna put that in the footage folder right now. The footage folder doesn't change, by the way, so that footage folder is always open for you. It's open for business. But some reporter asked Amanda Anisimova. She's like, "Hey," or it was like this woke brother. He was like, "How do you feel about representing America right now, given like how the times are right now in America?" And she's like, "I love it. It's my country. I love my country. I'm gonna always respect my country. I'm playing tennis, bro. Chill out." And he's like, okay, well, I mean, like, what about, like, all the stuff that's going on? And she's like, shut up. Love her. Future wife. Future wife right there. W. Anisimova. That's how you say it. This show starts the same way every day. We start with the verse of the day. Today's verse is one of my favorites. James is a great book of the Bible. It's very, very short. It's very chill. It's a great read. If you're trying to get a read of the Bible in today, I'd start with James. If you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking. You know, the Bible, a lot of people get hung up on this idea of prayer. Prayer is kind of like a weird thing sometimes. But the only thing the Bible says that the Lord will grant you is wisdom, should you pray for it. So every day, pray for wisdom. And you'll notice yourself get wiser. It will happen. You will start to make better and better decisions. Yeah, this is the Buffalo Bill show now. This is Bill's show. For real. Pray for wisdom at all times. Every day I pray for wisdom. And the Lord's like, yeah, here's a small smidgen of it. And wisdom is different from being an idiot. What do I mean? Being an idiot can sometimes just be silly and fun. But being unwise, is it a catch? Bill is just cannot get over this. This will haunt Buffalo fans all. What's up, Aiden? This will haunt Buffalo fans all season. Bill, you're gonna hate this, brother. He didn't survive the ground. But I can't get into that with you now. This show also starts with the movie of the day. Today's movie of the day is Fargo. Less than a minute left. Dropping frames like flies. Frames are dropping like flies. Why didn't they show any other angles? The part of that XD and Bill that I will get at, what have you guys ever been to Cracker Barrel? I've never been to Cracker Barrel. I've never been, and guess what? I don't think I want to go. Every time I see a Cracker Barrel commercial, it's like, hey, how you doing? Do you like cheese and cream? If you like cheese and cream, come on down to Cracker Barrel. We have biscuits and cream, and we've got cheese. We have fat people in a gift store. We've got desserts that'll make you have diabetes. Friendly to whites. When I see Cracker Barrel, I just see a place that's like, not for me. I'm not saying that I don't like Southern style food, but every time I eat Southern style food, like a big ol' bowl of, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by my frame rate. Every time I see Southern food, like a big old plate of biscuits and gravy or country fried steak and eggs or a huge thing of mac and cheese, I'm like, oh, that's great. That tastes good. I'm super enjoying this right now. 20 minutes later, I'm like this. Oh my gosh, why am I living? You eat a whole thing of Southern style food. 20 minutes later, you're sitting on the couch like this. Why did I do that? What is wrong with me? You start like reevaluating your life. It's like breaking sobriety. Like everything around you is changing. You're sitting there, not that I know, but you're sitting there and you're just like, what is happening in my life? What did I do wrong? Where did it all go wrong? I can't move. I'm in a coma. Why don't I have a girlfriend? Am I seriously living the correct life for me? Is this what I was destined to do? Eating a huge plate of Cracker Barrel anytime just makes you like completely reevaluate anywhere you are in the world, where you are in the universe is fully dependent on your gut. You know, they say a lot like gut health, body health, all of that stuff, mental health. Eating Cracker Barrel does not help any of that. Congrats on completing the week. I'm with you. Fargo, nominated for 7 Oscars and winner of winner of 2. This darkly amusing thriller combines a first-rate cast, dazzling mix of mirth and malice, and a bizarre kidnapping plot that unreveals the Midwest like never before. Starring Frances McDormand, William H. Macy, Steve Buscemi, Fargo is a brilliant tour de force from the creators of Raising Arizona and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? One of the best Coen Brothers films out there. It's comfort food. It sticks to your ribs. That is literally, Jen, that is the best way to put it. It sticks to my insides. Southern food sticks to my insides. It makes my gut bad. XD1 wants me to clip farm today. He wants a LeBron versus MJ take. And I have trouble right now currently talking about LeBron James because, how do I put this? I'm mad at him. I'm mad at LeBron. I'm mad at the Lakers situation. I'm frustrated with my team in general. I'm not like, how do I put this? I'm not sitting here saying that the Lakers are absolutely hopeless, okay? What we don't have is a championship roster. That's for sure for right now. I don't like the way we played last night. I don't like the fake comeback, yada, 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 yahtzee. Don't like any of that. But it is Grammy week. And that's one of the more homosexual things I've said on the show. It's Grammy week, baby. But what that means for the Lakers is the Grammys are at Staples Center every single year, and they have to build an entire stage, and they have to do all those musical rehearsals. So for like 2 weeks, they can't go into Staples Center, so they can't play home games. So every single year, right around this time, around the end of January, beginning of February, Himmy, you texted me that last night, and it pissed me the frick off, and now you're putting it in my chat. I'm hating it. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Downvote. Bad Jimmy. Kick him out. Just kidding. Grammy week, they are not going to be in their own beds for like 2 straight weeks, and that is tough. I know they're sleeping in the Ritz-Carlton, but brother, as a man who used to travel a lot and stay in some really, really, really nice hotels in some really cool cities around the country, like I've done the travel thing on the road for 2 weeks at a time. Like it is grueling no matter how nice the situation is. It kind of just stinks. So last night, the loss of the Clippers, I understand what happened there, and I understand where they were coming from. But the LeBron legacy thing is all up in the air right now because of this, like, this defaming article about the Buss family from ESPN. ESPN, you should be ashamed of yourself, brother. ESPN, you should be done. Did you see what the Warriors said they were trying to do in the offseason? Oreo, I did not. Tag me on Twitter. I'm fed up with Twitter. The LinkedIn Cup is so Mendoza coded. 100p. Yo, Beige Moose in here. The Pit is one of the best new drama shows out there. Changed my mind. Beige, it is. Beige, The Pit is so good. If you haven't been watching The Pit, last season was awesome. This season is off to a very, very slow start, as it should. That's how it works. But The Pit is a great show. Noah Wyle is starring in it. Noah Wyle was also the star of ER. It's incredible to see him back in such an amazing performance as he is in The Pit. What I enjoy most about it is the storytelling. I enjoy what's the word I'm looking for? The device of each episode is just 24 hours, or each episode is 1 hour of a day. The entire season is just 1 day. Each episode is an hour of it. The thing that makes me so mad, the sound design. The sound design stinks. I'm actually having trouble watching and finishing the episodes of The Pit because of how bad the sound design is. So much reverb on the dialogue. Hey, I know you're in a hospital. I don't care, really. Seriously, I don't care. The realism of the show is incredible, and I love a nice, realistic medical drama like The Pit. It's awesome. The realism is what hooks you in because you see the real blood, the real guts, the real gore, the penises, the boobs, everything. You see it all. It's really, really intense and gnarly, okay? They had a penis on the last episode. Full-on penis. But I don't need the sound to be so realistic that I'm thinking about the reverb the entire time. It makes me super mad. Do you like The Good Place, Zach? I've never seen it, but it's from the creator. It's from Mike Schur, one of the creators of The Office, so I assume it's great. Aiden, I'm in the center of the worst. We are supposed to have exploding trees and 3 feet of snow. That's horrible. That's awful. In Pennsylvania, why is it so cold? I was tanning this morning. I don't want to be that guy that's like, hey, look at me, look what I have. Look at my privilege. But I was tanning this morning. My dad, the other day, when I went home, he's like, hey, you need to figure out, you look too pale on your show. And I was like, well, Dad, come on now. Be nice. And I realized, yeah, I was looking a little pale. So I started making sure to get at least 10 minutes of sun every single day. So I'd be like that. I'd be up in Adam. I'd be like that. I'm just, the LeBron thing, to get back to it, and my frustration with the Lakers is not from a place of, Nova Scotia sounds like the coldest place in the universe, bro. Aiden, oh my gosh, Nova Scotia, I don't even know where that is. I know it's in Canada. We got a literal Canadian in the house. Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia duck trolling? Oh, now this looks gorgeous. Oh yeah, it's just east of New Brunswick. Oh yeah, east of New Brunswick. I bet it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful here for how many months, Aiden? 3? How many months is it nice in Nova Scotia? It's actually more southern parts of where in Nova Scotia, bro. It's more southern than some parts of New Hampshire. It's more southern than some parts of New Hampshire and a lot of Maine. So it's an island. It's so deep. Man, Brick Jock was in Los Angeles last weekend, and Brick Jock was like, bro, LA's awesome. I was like, I know. And he's like, I don't know why I live in New Hampshire. I'm like, yeah, I know. Search up how cold it is in Manitoba. This sounds fun. Weather in Manitoba. Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? -9? What's the feels like temperature? I think the sound environment is a very nice touch of the realism to the show, but I wouldn't say it wouldn't make the episodes feel, yeah. I just get frustrated by the reverb on the voices. Like, typically for me, the camera in this show represents a POV. It's more obtrusive than it is like a floating evangelical being. You're not eavesdropping on them. You're in it with them. So in my opinion, I believe the sound from the dialogue should be centered towards the camera. It seems too ethereal, if that makes any sense at all. I'm getting a little bit too into the woods on some of the film stuff breakdown. But Beige, if you're into film, I'm a big film guy. I'm a big cinema buff. This is crazy. -27 is too cold. It's too cold. People should not live in Winnipeg. Even if you were born there, I know your family's there. Do whatever you can. Get them out. Have you guys ever clicked on any of these ads? You know, these ads have been around my entire life. And I've never clicked on one of them. Like this. Where does this even take me? Your feel like was -11 on Wednesday? That's horrible. That's horrible. It doesn't even load, fellas. Okay. Why? These ads have been around my entire life. Like this, the stained. This is from Malls. Discover the hidden risks of eating late at night. What is this website? Stilo? Buy? What is it? Stilo glucose biosensor is this for diabetes people? What is the term for diabetics? How much is it? $100? I'm taking classes for film and audio production, so I'm down to talk about film. My dude. Love that, bro. Where are you studying? I went to Boston University. Sound design is very important to any sort of film or television show, but it cannot take away, in my opinion, from the actual viewing experience. The great artistry and the beauty behind any sort of motion picture is the fact that it is a combination of motion picture and sound. That is why film is so brilliant. Who's the film theorist I love? His name is escaping me at the moment. There's a film theorist I heavily enjoy who basically has theorized that there's this invisible bridge between the audience and the screen that's created through motion picture that other forms of media do not represent. You've never looked at a painting and cried from it or felt disgust or, this is going to sound weird, but gotten like excited, you know? Like, come on, like... Paintings, pictures don't really do that. Songs can do that a little bit. They can inspire visceral experiences. You know, in World War II, the U.S. government did an entire secret project about the visceral reaction that human beings have towards film. In fact, they wanted to utilize it as some form of mind control. The Germans did it, where you see it a lot in the movie. A Clockwork Orange. Film has such a visceral response. The human being has such a visceral response to film because it's a mixture of motion picture and sound. So as important as sound is to the overall being that is motion picture, that is film entertainment or artistry, it shall not, nor ever, take away from the experience of the eyeball. The worst thing that sound could ever do is make you think about it, okay? Most people do not think about the sound. Most people do not consider what they're hearing when they're viewing a movie, okay? It's at the end of it. But it does aid to the experience of it. If you just have a shot of a guy walking down the hallway and the sound, it's just like, just his like feet tapping through a very hollow hallway, you're just like, okay, a dude's walking. But if you add in a sound that's like a droning, you're like, oh, this is going to be bad. Where's the guy going? Oh, no. It adds suspense to it. So it should add an aid to the overall emotional experience of the viewer, but it should never take away like it does take away from me, like in the pit. Who cares? Let's talk sports. I've got the Broncos beating the Patriots on Sunday, and here's why. It's very, very simple for me, but complex, so I'm going to share it with you guys. Unfortunately, here's what's going to happen. Gary Patterson named USC DC. Let's go! I saw that 2 hours ago. It's official, it's official, it's official. Gary Patterson, the former coach of TCU, Horned Frogs, who made TCU a national championship contender a few years ago, has become the defensive coordinator for USC. Why is this important? USC's defense always stinks. This year was a lot better than it was last year. A lot better, okay? I enjoyed the defense a lot more, but we still had trouble tackling and doing basic defense. The reason we lost to Notre Dame, the reason we lost to Oregon was because of the defense. Lincoln Riley's offenses are always going to cook. They're always going to rock. They're always going to roll. The defenses have been a massive struggle for Lincoln Riley his entire career, and guess what? It's going to stop. Come on now, brother. It's going to stop because USC is going to be a dominant team in the college football. I think we could just start here with college football before we get into NFL. I have it on the wheel of topics, but to be honest with you guys, the wheel is a little bit slim today. The wheel's a little bit slim because I'm kind of just locked in on NFL and stuff like that. But I did not talk about Jesse Minter yet. I could definitely talk about Jesse Minter. I also did not follow up on Mike McDaniel. So Mike McDaniel was basically announced that he's going to be taking the Chargers offensive coordinating job, which is super awesome and super cool. And I literally had a clip. I already posted the clip of me freaking out about it. In the clip, I went like, I was giddy like a child in the clip. It's actually quite embarrassing now when I look back on it. Should we watch it together? Yeah, let's watch it together. But I already posted a clip about being so excited about it, and then I forgot to read the fine print. The fine print basically alluded to the fact that if he gets a head coaching opportunity somewhere else, he's going to be taking that instead. But if not, then he's going to be coming to the Bolts. That is basically the clip. The Chargers are now the favorite to win the Super Bowl next season. Justin Herbert is the best quarterback alive. I talked to a bunch of NFL insiders, and I said, who's the best quarterback? Everyone was like Justin Herbert, pretty much. That part's true. Room for hyperbole, Mike McDaniel is the greatest offensive mind in football. That's true. He's now paired up with the greatest quarterback in the league. That's true. He played out of his mind last season. He didn't have an offensive line. He had Greg Roman, who was asleep at the wheel, addicted to Ozempic. Greg Roman moved to LA, forgot how to coach offense, forgot how to run the ball, and all he was able to do was like, Justin, here, Justin Herbert, can you be the best player in the world? And Justin Herbert was like, yeah, I guess. I'm dating Madison Beer, sure. That whole entire offense was Justin Herbert last year. He had no O-line. He had no one to catch the ball. He had nothing. Here it comes. Now you're bringing in Mikey McD, who's going to revolutionize that offense, and he's going to make Justin Herbert the best quarterback in the league. He is the MVP next year. Can we just for a minute acknowledge Mikey McD turned the Dolphins into the best offense in the league with Tua Tagovailoa? Come on, hurry up. Imagine where he's going to take Justin Herbert and the Chargers. It's so embarrassing. Oh, we're going to the stratosphere. We're going to the Super Bowl next year. It's done. It's a done deal. Chargers are going to the Super Bowl next year. Justin Herbert MVP. He literally picked us. All right. So embarrassed by that. But it happens. You know, you're not going to bat 1,000. Oreo the Cat wants to just do some general NBA talk. You know what? Here's the thing. Sub goal, your new sub goal of 10 was just completed 1 minute ago. Did someone just sub? Did someone resub? I didn't get any noti. Drop a, that was me, boss, if you resubbed. Since in 30 minutes, we're going to be going live on TikTok and just doing NFL talk pretty much all day. It's 1,000 degrees right now in my room. It is 10,000 degrees right now in my room. I'm going to be burning hot this entire show. I'm going to be pissed about it. I'm going to actually freak out about it. So that's happening. But can't do anything about it because I'm sitting in this chair. We are going to be basically doing, how do I put this? NFL the entire rest of the way from 1 p.m. on. So I do think it might be fun to do a little bit of NBA stuff. Okay? So we'll do some NBA stuff. Did I write anything down for the NBA? No, but I'm a man, and I follow NBA stuff every single day, and I watch the games. So this should be easy. The East is very, very simple to me. The East stinks. The Eastern Conference actually stinks. This is your NBA preview. So when your buddy right now or later today is like, hey, bro, what's going on in the NBA? You said you like sports. What's going on in the NBA? You could just be like, well, here's what Zach had to say. I'm just going to regurgitate it. The East stinks. The East is horrible. Okay? Detroit, very good team. The Celtics, without Jason Tatum this entire season. There's a chance that Jason Tatum comes back in the playoffs. Okay? And here's what I think about that. It feels like the only team in the universe that could survive their star player being out for the entire season is the Celtics. It's Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla is an actual freak. I don't think he sleeps. Have you seen the end of Marty Supreme? You know when Kevin O'Leary is like, I was born in 1601. I'm a vampire. I've seen a million Marty Mousers. There's only one of me. That's Joe Mazzulla. I think like most people, when they watch that, they were like, whoa! OMG!
It's money turning me on.
Hey! Hammer Dog, what up, dude? Fargo! Hey! I'm so gone on it. Brother, W Hammer Dong. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Dong. You're the man, dog. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you, Hammer Dong. You're the man. Formerly known as T. I'm gonna be watching some football with that guy this weekend because of that. Dong, you're the man, brother. We're watching some football. Thank you. Standing on biz. You're the man. Any of the OC gang that wants to watch some ball this weekend, watch the NFL playoffs on Sunday, we'll go to Hammer Dong's house. I just invited the whole OC gang. Sorry, Hammer. Probably should have asked you first. Zach, I messaged you on Discord for after stream. Let's go. XD, let's go. We'll chit-chat. Maybe we'll hop on a phone call tomorrow. Maybe we could FaceTime. Let's Zoom. Let's make it really official. I'll send you an email. What's the point of emailing? You know? The other day, someone was like, hey, did you get the email I sent you? No, I didn't. Bro, are you kidding me? Did I get the email you sent me? No, I didn't get the email you sent me. I'm not checking my email anymore. I made that decision. I'm not checking my email anymore. I will check my business email, and I will check my TBWZ email when I'm feeling. But my personal email, there's nothing in there but junk. I'm not doing that anymore. Ever since Apple came out with a situation where you can sort by priority, it essentially is like not showing you in your inbox any of the junk. It's only showing you important things. And I'm getting like one email a week now. And so I'm like, what? I've been checking my email every day just to like only have one true important message a week. Nah, I'm not doing it then. I'm out on emailing. Here's what it is. DMing on Instagram or TikTok, that is the new text messaging. That's the most casual thing you could do is DM or on Instagram. The next step up is texting, okay? Texting is now the new emailing. If you're texting someone, it's like a little bit more businessy, right? If you're having a conversation over Instagram, you're just chilling. But a text message conversation to someone can actually absolutely be business, okay? Phone calls after that. Zoom or FaceTime. FaceTime is totally chill, but FaceTime, if you're doing it for business, I'm not really taking it that seriously. If you send me a Zoom or a Google Meet, I'm taking that seriously. If you're just trying to if you're like, hey, we should FaceTime about this project later, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna be wearing a hoodie. I'm barely gonna be wearing pants. I'm not caring about that. You say Zoom, shirt and tie. Shirt and tie. But the Celtics, they're really good this year. And it feels like they're the only team in the East or in the league, really, that could survive losing their star player because Joe Mazzulla is just that big of a freak. Jaylen Brown has literally been playing like an MVP. He has been playing like an MVP. He's no longer getting his hair on people, which was a big issue for me early on with the Celtics' success. I was just like sitting here like, I don't think that the Celtics can really, really like be that good because Jaylen Brown is rubbing his hair all over opposing teammates and opposing players. I also don't like the fact that Derek White and Peyton Pritchard are both averaging like 32, 34 minutes a game. That's the Celtics team this year has been Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Peyton Pritchard. And they're all doing really, really well. I wasn't expecting Derek White to be as dominant as he has been, or Peyton Pritchard to take the step that he has been. But Peyton Pritchard from 3 has been awesome this year. Did you hear the fart? Did you hear the fart? I've been farting recently, and I'm just like during the show, and I'm like, can they even hear it? So we'll find out. TNE, what's up? Love you back. Look at these stats from the Celtics. Look who's been playing. Hauser had 30 with no 2-point attempts. Sam Hauser's another one. This fella. Like, the Celtics always have a guy like this. They always have a guy like this. They had Brian Scalabrine at one point. They always have one of these guys, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about from Sam Hauser. Okay? So let's not even go there. They're spreading it out, dude. They're pretty much playing like 10 or 11 guys every single game and really, really spreading it out. They've got just a really, really solid, like, they don't have a solid, like, top line. Like, when you look at the Lakers, obviously the top line between, like, Reeves, LeBron, and Luka is, like, insane top line. But, bro, like, they have a horrible 15 through 4. The Celtics 15 through 4 might be the best in the league. Like, they're just deep outside of OKC. But Anthony Simons has been awesome off the bench for them. He's been putting up a lot of points, especially from 3. Their center situation is so weird. They have 2. They've got Luka Garza, who, if you remember Luka Garza, who's very good at Iowa, right? Iowa? Was that where Luka Garza was? He was fun in the tournament. But Neemias Queta has just been the guy for them. And no one knew who he was before to start the season. Remember when it was supposed to be the Time Lord? Remember when Time Lord was supposed to go? They also have a guy with alopecia, Jordan Walsh, who's out here balling. But the team is just really, really solid. Part of it, yes, if you look at their schedule, part of it's because they play in the East. Spurs bench better. Lakers do have the worst roster 3 through 15, yeah. I mean, listen, the Celtics have been good, but these games, Pacers, Pistons are good, they lost. Hawks bad, Heat, decent. Pacers bad, Spurs great, lost. Raptors are good win. Lost to the Nuggets without Jokic. Bulls, Clippers, Kings, Jazz, Trailblazers, Pacers. Like, they play in the East, bro. They've been playing fantastic basketball, and a lot of the reasoning is because their defense is solid. They have a good defense. Oops. I like where the Celtics sit. Detroit has been awesome, though. You just cannot count out Detroit. 109.8 is one of the best in the league defensively. Opponents' points per game. Best in the East. The only team that's better is, of course, OKC, because OKC is unstoppable. They've been awesome. The Knicks have been really, really bad, but recently are on an uptick. They have when Jalen Brunson was out, they lost like 6 of 8 or something like that, or 6 of 7, something like that, crazy. But they just beat the Nets by 60, which happened, so that was funny. The Raptors, for me, are one of the surprise teams of the season. The Raptors have been very good, led by BI. A team is just well coached. This is another team where you look at the roster, you're like, who's the guy doing it outside of Brandon Ingram? Scotty Barnes and Emmanuel Quickley have been awesome. The Emmanuel Quickley trade, that was for OG Anunoby. It was Quickley and Scotty Barnes for those guys, and RJ Barrett, I believe, was in that trade. But they've been really, really good. Jakob Poeltl has been awesome. He's averaging almost 8 a game. Jakob Poeltl has been great, but Scotty Barnes has just been a freak. Defensively, Scotty Barnes is one of the best in the league. He's playing insane minutes, 34.6 a game. Scotty Barnes has been awesome. He's not going to be I don't think he's going to be an all-star, but watch out for BI being an all-star this season. Not Scotty. Oh, yeah, it was just Quick and RJ for OG. We should play the NBA player guessing game Poeltl. Yeah. Send me a link to that. We'll play it. The big disappointments for me in the East have been the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic. Like, the Orlando Magic traded 17,000 first-round picks to keep Desmond Bane and have been mid. The Cavs were such a good team last season. I think last year was the year for the Cavs in the East, to be completely honest with you. I know Darius Garland got hurt at the wrong time, and that hurt them for sure, but the Cavs were awesome last year, and they just ran into New York. Or did they lose to the Pacers? What even is this? What is this, boy? Guess a player? It was the Pacers. Yeah, the Pacers were just team of destiny last year. Okay. I'm going to get in trouble on YouTube. Never mind. Pismo, get this out of here. I can't do it with this ad. So you just start with a player? It's like Wordle, but you just start with a player? Okay. Is this all time? Do I show silhouette? Should I show silhouette? Is that cheating? Wait, my timer already started. Let's start over. No, it's just current. Do I show silhouette? Okay. Who was this though? This is this Darius Garland? We're gonna restart. All right, we're gonna guess. Let's start with Darius Garland. Okay, position guard. About higher than 6'1". Is that what that means? And we got the age right. That might have been Brunson. A number close, lower than 10. But this is not right. But these are close. So he's a single-digit number who's a little bit higher than 6'1", and he's a guard, and he's 25 years old. A guard that's 25 years old, right around the height of 6'1", single-digit number. Does LaMelo count? LaMelo's in that. LaMelo is 25. I know that. Is De'Aaron Fox 25? It's Western Conference? Oh, because this is wrong? Okay. So it's not LaMelo. It's a guard. Is Keontae George 25? No, he's like 23. I'm going through the teams right now. Isn't Shea's like 27? Not Jamal Murray. Keon Ellis is not a bad guess. Isn't D Book 25 or is he 27? No. Not Luka, not AR. Bones Highland? That'd be a poll and a half. Is it Jaw? Isn't Jaw 25? Bones Highland would be crazy. Boom. No way! Aiden! Let's go! 25, 6'2", number 8, guard, Western Conference. Dude, what a beast, bro. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Let's do it again. That was fun. Unbelievable pull. Are you able to go again? You can only do one? Credit Jim as well? Yes, sir. Oh, it was him the whole time. That's who it was. This is going to be so fun. But let me just make sure it's not Bones. Yeah, okay. Dude, new record. 6 seconds. Tried Larry Birtle. Do they have this for NFL? Okay. No, I don't want merch. I know Immaculate Grid, but that's not the same as this. Fumble. Unlimited. Oh, it's down here. Guess the player. Okay. Jeez, dude. Bones Highland. We need a Bones Highland jersey. He's a guard. Oh, we got guard number 8 in the East. Taller than 6'2", older than 25. Number 8? Isn't Brunson 8? Is Brunson 8? I think OG would go down as a. Would he be a 3? Brunson is 6. Brunson's 11. Is Cade 8? Cade's older than 20. Cade's not older than 25. Is Garland? Is Darius Garland 8? Or is Spida? It's not. Is it Kobe White? I feel like Kobe White's 8. Kobe White's not even on the Bulls anymore, is he? I'm so lost. Benedict Mathurin? Tyrese is 8. Hallie, no. White is still a Bull? That's what I thought. Okay. Dang, this is hard. Tyrese Hallie is 0. You're right. Hallie Burton. The Hallie band. It might be. Are we sure it's not Darius Garland? I might try to guess that just to get some of these. What the heck? Yeah, older than 25 is going to be old in the East. Kuzma wears 0, I'm pretty sure. Not Bridges. It's not going to be a net. PG? Are we putting him at guard? Is Paul George
in a no-nonsense
what the
tone?
Heck?
Larry Bird let new Boston Celtics teammate.
That scared me so much. It's not letting me.
Walton know who ran the show in Boston. In 1995, new Boston Celtics.
Why in. PG8. It won't even let me guess Paul George.
Teammate Bill Walton know who ran the show in Boston.
Every time I press P, it says play. It won't let me guess Paul George. Porzingis is not a guard. Can't believe we got Bones Highland. We could try OG because I know he is 8. East, it's not in the Atlantic Division. Oh, we got the height right. 6'7", older than 28. Where's number 8 in the East? And is a guard. Older than 28 is very old. And 6'7" on the dot. A 6'7" guard. Could it be Kuzma? I know he used to wear 0. 28 guard. Is Tyler Hero? No. Oh my gosh. Unruly 6'7". That's crazy. Who's the forward? It's one of these 5. It's one of these 10 teams. We've narrowed it down there. Let's just go through them. This is Cade and Asar at guard. This is Spida and Darius. This is Kobe White and... Oh! Wait. No. I was thinking of Laurie. Heroes 6'5". You always hear it, XD. That's the reason we're here, is just to hear 6'7", to be 6'7". Buzelis is a pull and a half. Bane is not 6'7". What 6'7" guard is out there? What 6'7" guard exists? Brandon Miller is too young. Is Bridges? Is Bridges 6'7"? Who do the Wizards have? They have Trae Young. They got rid of McCollum. He's not 6'7" anyways. And then Alex Sarr is too young. Am I on something with Bridges? It's Miles, right? Or is it Miles, right? For the Hornets? Miles is for the Hornets, right? We got the height exactly right. Oh, but he's number 0. Ugh. Southeast. Not okay, so it's in the Central Division. It's a guard in here. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, Mikal Bridges is on the Knicks. That's right. This guy's got to be 31 or older, which means we should know him. We should know him pretty well, is all I'm saying. Oh! I know who it is. I think I know who it is. Is this it, guys? Is this it? Is this it? Is it Duncan Robinson? He's on the Pistons. All right, let's try Duncan. He's tall. I got everything right except his number. It's on Detroit too. What unk is on Detroit? Yeah, Aiden, you're very right. It's another guard on Detroit. All right, we've narrowed it down. It's a 6'7", 31-year-old guard that plays for Detroit and wears number 8. Dennis Jenkins. I don't even know unk. It's Karis LeVert, Himmy? Boom! Let's go, Jim! All right, we'll do one NFL Perry pick. We'll do one NFL, All right. This stinks. What's the NFL one of this? Fumble? The ads are crazy, dude. Come on. It's called Weddle Dong? That's a great name. I love Weddle. OG Weddle. These are current players only. Patrick Ricard. All right, we got AFC North correct. Or is that close? Is yellow close? So it's like in the AFC probably. Younger than 31, lower number than 42. This just gave us a bunch of nothing. But like probably AFC and not a running back. So let's go AFC wide receiver. Yeah, we could try Franklin. Shout out to the Broncos, Troy Franklin. All right, wide receiver, age 22, shorter than 6'3". So not AFC West. It's going to be AFC South or AFC East. 22-year-old wide receiver. I've been waiting so long. 22-year-old wide receiver from any of these teams. Waddle, probably a little bit too old. Shorter than 6'3". Jacoby Myers is too old. Brian Thomas Jr., BTJ, Tank Dell. What was it? Is Tank Dell 22? Shorter than 6'3"? Tank Dell's 24. This is a young buck then. This is a young buck. Alec Pierce. George Wilson, I think, is too tall. It's shorter than 6'3". It's not Alec Pierce either then. And it's AFC East or AFC South. Waddle is 23 probably. Keon Coleman is probably too old. Is Butte? Khalil Shakir? That's good. Beige Moose in here, first time chatter, first time viewer. I'll go with him. We'll try Kyle Williams. All right, we've narrowed it down. He's tall. He's in between 6'3" and 5'11". The number is a single-digit number or 10. So the number is smaller than 11. And he's in between 5'11" and 6'3". Plays wide receiver, AFC North, West, East. So it's in the AFC South. It's a wide receiver. Jeez. Wide receiver in the AFC South. That's 22 years old. Or 6, Aiden, or 6. Houston's newer receivers. This guy better be normal. I mean, any AFC South receiver stinks. Is Is Travis Hunter 22 or is he 21? XD1. What up, dude? Come on, brother. Love that. XD1 hit that sub. Resub, baby, on a 2-month streak. Let's go. Parker Washington's a great shout. Parker Washington's a great shout. Oh, but he's short. Yeah, he is short, and he's 23, and his number's 11. Okay. All right, we're close, fellas. We're close. AFC South wide receiver. Oh, but it's not Jacksonville. It's not on Jacksonville. Houston, Indianapolis. Is Ajay Adai or whatever, the guy who fumbled in the end zone against the Rams and got traded to the Jets, would it maybe consider him still for the Colts? This is a wide receiver. The Titans don't have a good young wide receiver. No one knows who's on the Titans. No one knows who's on the Titans. Houston, I don't even know who was catching passes for them in that game. Deke? Aomanor? Ellick? Boom. Ellick. Who the heck is Ellick?
The Colorado game that Alec played in is probably certainly on folks' minds because he did explode.
On the big stage.
Oh my gosh. Dude, this guy torched USC so many times. So many times. Bro, 13 at Stanford torched USC. Bro, he was so good at Stanford. He had nobody throwing to him either. That was crazy. No, him, it didn't, but I let it through. Wow, he torched USC.
Come here, baby boy. When he was born, he was immediately like feisty.
Yeah, you do.
Adopted?
Yeah, you do.
He grew up on a farm?
He can go with the best of them.
If you're going to do something, you're going to try to be the best at it. It's just kind of like playing football.
But you should have been a defensive player, tackling like that.
Yeah, it could have translated for sure.
Adopted.
Up in the farm, it was building confidence to overcome whatever hardships coming.
Okay, well, brother. Definitely adopted. I mean, there's a difference here in complexion. For sure, a difference in complexion here. Boy, oh boy. All right, fellas. Fun first hour of the show. Bro, if I'm like sitting here like we just need to talk ball all day, and you guys are like, let's play a game, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I had a lot of fun hanging with you guys playing games. But now it's time to get serious and get angry. I'm not gonna have it. So what happened yesterday? I was editing some projects I was editing a project specifically about a group of Nigerian refugees who are in an IDP camp right now, and the company I work for is helping them with some stuff. And I got a call on my Zoom phone, which is my computer phone, which is my TBWZ phone, and the caller ID said NPR, and I was like, what is NPR doing calling me? That must not be NPR. That just must be some fake person. And I got a voicemail, and the voicemail that I got essentially sounded like this.
Hi there, I'm calling from NPR, working on a story about Patriots fans, and saw a great post. Looking to talk with Zach, wondering if you can help connect me. I know this is the wrong line. I don't see another number. Call me back, 617-460-7000. My name is Toby.
Okay, all right. Okay. NPR called me and requested an interview because they're doing a piece on Patriots fans. And Unruly, basically. They're doing a piece on Patriots fans, and this lady stumbled across my video on on YouTube Shorts. And it was like, hey, I saw you're a really fiery, passionate person. We'd like to interview you. And I was like, okay. And so I did a 20-minute interview with NPR yesterday about how much I hate the Patriots. And it was one of those things where I didn't realize the true disdain I had for the team until I started speaking about it with a stranger. Because with you guys, it's one thing, but to just talk to a stranger about how much I hate the Patriots, it's a little bit different. So she even asked me, like, but don't you have people in your show who like the Patriots? And I was like, yes, I love them. I love them to death. Any of my friends who like the Patriots, absolutely love you. But when I remember that you like the Patriots, it like reminds me of like, oh yeah, okay, oh that's why. That's why that person is that way. But I wanted to, before I jump into the TikTok world and start taking a bunch of phone calls from them, I wanted to let you know why I think that the Patriots are going to lose to the Broncos on Sunday. Beige, it's okay. I love you. Viewers of the show, listeners of the show, love you guys, but you're making bad decisions. We're also going to pray that Giannis gets traded during the show, either today or on Monday. What's up, Braden? But here's why I don't think the Patriots are going to beat the Broncos. The Broncos' offensive design, if you've watched them this season, we have Hammer Dong in the chat. Mintberry might be lurking. Big Broncos fans, they know that the offensive design of the Broncos is essentially run the football, throw a ton of screen passes, and a bunch of passes that are short, right around the line of scrimmage, and then like between like 5 and 6 times a game, they're going to throw deep. It's basically like the whole offense is like lull them to sleep with short game stuff, high completion percentage throws, really just like move the sticks and just kind of lull the team to sleep, dink and dunk your way down the field and try to score that way and try to kick some field goals ultimately and win the game with your defense. They will take 5 or 6 deep shots per game that are like okay, we've lulled you to sleep successfully, now we're going deep. They can dink and dunk their way all the way down the field to get points. And their O-line, I think, is good enough to ultimately protect Stidham and to create some holes. But the success of this team, especially in the playoffs, is going to rely on those deep shots going downfield. Bo Nix last week was 4 for 6 on balls traveling more than 45 yards downfield with 2 touchdowns, which essentially won them the game. The whole offense is like lull them to sleep with short stuff and then try to beat them deep over the top. Will you connect on them or will you not? And Bo Nix was able to connect on them. But Bo Nix has never truly been great at the deep ball all season. So there's not a huge drop-off in deep ball accuracy from Bo Nix to Jarrett Stidham. He should be fine going deep down the field, I think, because he's also going to be protected well enough. Because the entire time this Broncos team has been around this season, we have not been saying that they're going to have success because... We're not saying they have success because of the quarterback, because of Bo Nix, because of the skills guys. No, it's because of the O-line. The reason the Broncos have success is because of the O-line, ZCNV. The O-line's not changing, okay? The O-line is not changing through this entire thing. I think they're going to be able to protect Stidham well. I think he should be able to do his job, completing the high percentage completions and connecting on a couple of deep balls downfield. And ultimately, they're going to continue to open holes in the run game. John, that's cool. You can call into the show if you want, brother. 213-352-5216 is the number. Joe Hebner, what's up? My brother, how are you doing? The thing about Bo compared to Stidham, I'm not saying there's not going to be a fall off. I'm just saying I don't think the fall off is as great as you would see in other situations in the league. This entire season, the one thing I think that was holding the Broncos back was the quarterback. We were never sitting here thinking like, oh, the quarterback's the reason they're going to win. It's not like if Drake May got hurt, the Patriots would be dead. Okay? Yes, sir, XD. It's not like if Bo Nix got hurt, that if any of the other quarterbacks went down, those teams would absolutely fumble. Those teams would just be absolutely screwed and they have no success. But the Broncos were the one team where like the quarterback wasn't really the difference maker on this squad. The difference maker on this squad has been the O-line offensively and of course the defense. Bo Nix, the thing about him, he doesn't make a ton of negative plays. He had 11 picks on the year, which was like pretty high up there with qualified starters, but he also led the league in attempts. So that number is not too indicative of the actual success that Bo Nix had on the field. I think Bo Nix, in general, protected the ball decently well this season. He didn't make a ton of poor decisions on the interceptions. Sometimes the interceptions were just like not very good of throws. He left it inside, tight coverage, but it was never like, oh, he made a bad read. I think there's a lot higher chance that we see Jarrett Stidham make bad reads in this game. So that's the biggest negative effect of having Jarrett Stidham. I think it might just be like him making a bad decision type beat. Okay? Like I said, though, the Broncos offense as a whole revolves around this offensive line. And I know that the Patriots defensive line has been very, very good in the postseason. But it's against the Texans and the Chargers, and those are 2 bottom 5 offensive lines in the league. They played a quarterback last week that was having a mental breakdown, okay? And those games were still close in the fourth quarter. The Texans were down 5 going into the fourth quarter, and the Chargers were down 6 going into the fourth quarter. When the defense dominated those entire games, those defenses dominated the entire game, and somehow both the teams that they were playing were only down 1 score going into the fourth quarter. Why is that? It's because Drake May has not been the MVP in these playoffs. Drake May has not been good. I have not been impressed with him or the entire offense in either of these games. Drake May has put the ball on the ground. He's fumbled the ball 6 times. He lost 3 of them and threw 2 interceptions. So Drake May has already turned the ball over 5 times in the 2 games that he's played in the playoffs. And guess what? Both those games were at home. I know they were playing against good defenses in Los Angeles and the Texans, obviously. But you're telling me going from home games against those defenses to on the road in Mile High against Denver, I don't see the offense getting any better. I see the negative trend of the Patriots offense continuing and probably even playing a little bit worse. Nick Bonitto is going to get pressure on Drake May. That is just a given. The Denver Broncos are going to generate pressure against Drake May. And the way he's been turning the ball over, you can't expect him not to. You can't just say like, yeah, I know he's put the ball on the ground 6 times and thrown 2 picks, but in this game on the road in Mile High, he's going to figure it out. That's not really how football works, dude. I think if Jarrett Stidham plays a clean game, I think Sean Payton will do just enough to dial up enough points here or there. I'm legit predicting them to get like 16 points. They win 16-3. I think they're going to score 1 touchdown, probably on the first drive of the game, and then have 3 field goals from there out. I think the way the Patriots offense have been playing, I have not been impressed with them, and I think the Broncos continue to hold Drake May down, bring him to the ground, and force him to turn the ball over a lot. Stidham needs to play a clean game and needs to complete 1 or 2 of those deep balls for the Broncos to win. I think they'll have success in this game. I do. XD1. Yours is perfect. That's crazy. Bro, you are on it. LOL Bro is talking about a bunch of what ifs. I don't know if maybe you and I have a different definition of what if. D Chichacho. You want to call into the show though? It's 213-352-5216. I would love to hear what you have to say. All right, let's talk about Rams Eagles. JK, we're going to talk about Rams Eagles in just a moment, but I am getting a phone call. No. D Chioko, that's XD1 is the name of a user name. I didn't play D1. I played in high school, brother. But you can call into the show after this. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up? This is Tanner, California.
Tanner from California. How is the OC or the California weather treating you right now, brother?
Oh, it's good. It's good. It rained yesterday. It's drying out a little bit today, but it's nice and sunny, 70. Can't complain at all.
Can't complain, brother. Not at all. The weather's going to be a little bit different up in Mile High in Denver. That's the game that we're talking about right now. Do you have any takes on that game, brother?
Yeah, it's going to be a way closer game than, so first off, I doubt Mike Vrabel and the team are taking this as like a gimme game because it's not.
No.
It's hilarious to see the fan base just completely like, oh, we're in the Super Bowl already.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Broncos have the best offensive line in the league this year. It's not even close. Like when you go look at the stats. So Stidham's going to have time back there, and you're right. When you're talking about like nickel and diming, dink and dunking down the field, they don't really have an aggressive offense. That's Sean Payton's MO. He's when they're in the lead or the game's close, they are pretty conservative, and then when they're down, that's when he takes the cuffs off Bo. So when you look at the Patriots offense, who's scored 3 touchdowns last week, 2 against or 1 against the Chargers, they haven't done much this postseason when playing good defenses, which is the biggest knock to their schedule. They really haven't played any legit defenses all regular season. So putting up points is going to be tough. I think it's going to come at a premium, and it's going to be like 21-17. Winner takes it by a field goal, go either way, even with backup. So it's going to be a good game.
I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be tight. Like you kind of highlighted the Broncos O-line as being the best unit. You're a Broncos fan, so you watched a ton of the games. Like Bo Nix was good all season, but he was never really the reason they won. The reason they won is because they were able to call the right plays, dink and dunk down the field, protect the football, and then ultimately win on defense.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and whoever makes it out of the AFC, it's going to be a tough game for them, whether it's the Seahawks or the Rams. But with the AFC Championship game, I think is going to be like a game-winning field goal, game-winning drive. It's going to be close, regardless of which team takes it. And with the Patriots having their best pass rusher out, 2 of their best linebackers out, safeties potentially not going to play. Like there's a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball, but mainly to their defensive unit on the Patriots side, which their defense has been mediocre, on the better side this year, but some of their best guys going down is definitely not going to help them. So
yeah, and I think one of the biggest advantages a lot of people aren't really considering too much. I don't know if you've been to the stadium, but Mile High is a very, very, very tough place to play. Tom Brady has said it himself.
Oh yeah, they're 0-4 in the postseason. So they've never beat the Broncos in the postseason, whether at Denver or not. I think it's 0-3 at Denver and then 0-1 in Foxborough. But the Denver team's a tough team to play in the postseason, regardless of who's at quarterback. And I don't know if you remember the 2015 season But Peyton Manning was essentially our backup at certain points of the season.
I'm Purdy. Thank you for the
he wasn't
follow,
playing
bro.
very well. We didn't really have a great QB. The defense led the team.
Yeah.
Whether or not our defense is comparable to that year, I mean, it's close, but we've had the most sacks all year, right? In the last 2 games, Mays looked pretty flustered in the pocket, so it's only going to
100%.
continue to happen. And if we can continue to get to him like he's been getting to or got to this postseason, it's going to be a tough game for him. So.
Yeah, and those were both home games where Drake May was taking like 5 sacks a game and putting the ball on the ground 6 times. Like, I think him playing on the road is going to be quite a difference. But brother, we're going to keep the show rolling. Do you have a final score prediction for us for that game, Broncos-Patriots?
Yeah, 21-17 Broncos.
You got 21-17.
Somewhere right in that range.
Denver. Awesome. Tanner, thank you for the subs earlier in the day. Brother, you're an OG listener of the show, day one type guy. Love you, brother. We're going to keep it rolling.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
All right, peace. That was Tanner. Pats-Hawks rematch, maybe, Janky. I think everyone is sleeping on the Pats. I'm not a fan, but I think new Pat Dynasty is starting. I don't think... Yo, user, thank you for the roses, dog. You're the man. I don't think we're sleeping on the Patriots. I think it's just a tough spot for them. I think it's a really tough spot for them. Picking Broncos is crazy. TH, that's fine. If you guys want to call into the show, the number's at the top of the screen. It's 213-352-5216. I'm getting a call right now. We're going to see if this caller is appropriate or not. Hello, brother. You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name were you calling from?
Jason. I'm calling from Maine.
Okay, one sec. Jason, my guy from Maine. Brother, how is Maine? What part of Maine are you in, first of all?
I'm on the border almost with New Hampshire.
Okay, yeah, we got a bunch of New Hampshire. Nice, we got a bunch of New Hampshire listeners. I've been to Kittery, Maine a time or two, and Loudon, New Hampshire. But brother, you're calling into the show. What did you want to talk about today?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this Patriot game.
Yeah.
I can see this game going 2 different ways. This is either going to be a really ugly game, or the Patriots are just going to pull away with it. I don't really think there's an in-between. This is either going to be like a 10-13 slug out, 17-13 slug out, or the Patriots are just going to overwhelm Stidham and win by, I could see, double digits almost. Obviously, that's a shout with given how good this Denver defense is. But I just don't see Stidham being able to perform under pressure. I get they are in Mile High. It's one of the, the best home field advantages, if not the best home field advantage in all of football.
Yeah.
But Garrett Stidham hasn't started a game since 23. So I personally see it, to being a tough challenge for Jarrett.
Yeah, it's gonna. You know what? In my opinion, it's gonna be a tough challenge for both teams. I think Jarrett Stidham obviously is battling the fact that he wasn't a starter in the league and hasn't played in a while, and Drake May is battling the fact that his O-line hasn't been protecting him very well in the postseason, and he's gonna be playing on the road. Like, it's a tough place to play. It's a tough environment, and I'm 100% with you, bro. Like, it's either gonna be a blowout for the Patriots or it's gonna be like a 3-point game. I don't really see it being any other way. And it's like the rare game, I think, where as good as Mike Vrabel's been, like, you still have to give the edge, I think, on the other side, especially play calling, to Sean Payton. The way he's coached this year has been unbelievable.
Yeah. I think I have 2 keys for the Patriots to winning this game. I think the first key is Will Campbell. If Will Campbell plays well, they win this game.
He's been the most surprising one. Since coming back from injury, like, Will Campbell has not been very good. And, like, he a lot of those sacks that Drake May took were coming from Will's side.
Yeah. I think the thing is with Will, he's gonna be fired up. He's pissed at himself. He wants to play better. So I can see it. Nick Bonito, obviously one of the premier edge rushers in the league.
Yeah.
But I will say, as a Patriot fan, I was way more scared of the Texans and Chargers than I am Denver. Denver's
even when they had Bo Nix healthy.
When they had Bo Nix healthy, I was a lot more scared. But now that they don't have Bo Nix, I think if we score 21 points, we win the game.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
I'm trusting Josh McDaniels. He's been in these types of situations where you have to win games. So I think Josh McDaniels is going to find a way to beat this Denver defense, which in this past month and a half has not been playing well at all.
Yeah, agreed. I think the Denver defense at the beginning of the year was a lot more formidable than it is now. I have been worried, though, about just the Patriots offense in general in the playoffs. Like, the past few weeks they have not been great, and Drake May has put the ball on the ground 6 times, and he's thrown 2 picks. He has 5 total turnovers in the past 2 playoff games, and those were both at home. So now you're going on the road to Mile High against a solid defense. Like, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. But,
I
brother,
think,
my bad. Go on.
No, you're good.
I was just going to finish up the call. Did you have anything you wanted to say on your way out?
Yeah, I got the Patriots winning this game 28-13. I have the blowout side. I think that Jarrett Stidham's going to get overwhelmed really early. This Patriot defense, been playing out of its mind this playoff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I got.
Bro, awesome. Thank you for calling in the show, dude. This was awesome. We're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific. So when I'm wrong, call back on Monday and rub it in my face, dog.
All right, we'll do.
All right, peace, bro.
All right.
On blog, you're going 0 for 2. Maybe. It happens. 0 for 2 does happen. 0 for 2 does happen. Sorry, I'm going on DND right now. I'm locked in on TikTok. Seahawks versus Patriots score 24-10. Kale, you're getting ahead of yourself. TH Doran, LOL. Kale Green says Seahawks. I got the Rams in that game. Going against the Pats is heinous. It's fine. Seth, if anybody wants to call into the show, there's a call right now. We're getting a phone call right now from a 726 area code phone number. What's up, Atwood? Good to see you again, bro. Himmy, W collar, short arms, and he's skinny fat. The Giants own the Chargers. XD1, be nice. Oh, wait. That whoever was just calling in, that it disappeared. That 726 number, if you want to call back, it's your time to call. LA, I'm all in. New SN champs. Los Angeles, baby. That's where I live. My bracket's almost perfect this season. Just got Eagles game wrong. The Doran, are you in our bracket challenge? Are you in our bracket challenge? Because the winner of ours gets $100. I don't know if you were in ours or not. There's Andrew McCloskey. He's back. Hey, debate me or not? Follow the live creator. Thank you so much, bro. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much, dude. Dynasty Price Check, my guy. What up, bro? You've been making me want to do a whole... I actually have to talk to you about something I want to do with my listeners for next year. I want to do a whole, Dynasty League with relegation so everyone can play. But we're going to call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Right now.
Whoa.
What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Sorry, guys.
Hey.
You have to mute the stream in the background, bro. You're good. You're good. Yeah, dog. How are you? Good. What was your name again for the people? Blake from Denver, my guy. I assume you wanted to talk about your Broncos this weekend, huh? So what's going on? Jared Stiddy, right?
Yes, sir. He's the guy this week.
Yeah. So sad. I love the way that Sean Payton's handled it. I think earlier in his career, he might not have handled it with this much grace, if you will, but I love the way that he's handled it and gotten out in front of it. And I think he's got confidence in his guy.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I agree. Think that, he's the kind of coach that can really put it on any quarterback and make them look like a star. I think that Bo Nix is extremely talented.
Yeah.
But it takes a coach like Sean Payton to really tap into that and create a system around someone like that. It sounds like he has confidence in Jarrett, and I think that gives us confidence
as fans. Yeah, and especially if you're a Broncos fan, so you've watched the games. They don't really have a high-powered offense. They run the ball a lot, and they throw a ton of screens and short routes. And I'm like, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that can do that, and I think Jarrett Stidham is one of them.
100%. No, I agree. It is a high IQ offense.
Birdie, thank you for the follow,
bro.
Bro.
To say, rather
Absolutely,
than a big powerhouse, crazy playmaking, flashy offense. And I think that's what makes it safer when a guy you're not having a Mahomes go out when a Bo Nix goes out. You're having a systematic player go out that don't get me wrong, is an athlete, but either way, at the end of the day, I think he can make it work with someone else.
Yeah, and realistically, with Bo Nix, what I've seen this year is the Giants, or the game against the Packers, and then the game last week are the only 2 games I saw from Denver where they're like, Bo Nix put the team on his back. Other than that, it's been like a complete unit play.
Absolutely, dude. I was actually row 3 at that Green Bay Packers game.
Whoa.
My wife's a huge Pack fan. that was pretty awesome performance to see. But
Dude.
100% agree. That was definitely a shining game for him.
Yeah, that was one of the games, but what I was getting at was like the reason this offense hums is because the way the offensive line moves and Sean Payton calls the plays and they're able to dink and dunk down the field and get a few field goals here and there and then hold the other opposing offense down. So I like the chances. What's the overall vibe in Denver? How are people feeling?
Denver's hot, man. Actually, I live about an hour south, and I drive up here for work every day, and I mean everybody's pumped. They're on the city train, and I don't think that I think the media is showing more of the disappointment than the actual city is.
People are pumped. Is an hour south? Is that like Boulder area?
South is actually Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs, Colorado State. Colorado is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. Absolutely love it up there. And all about the altitude. It's a tough place to play, but I was expecting, you to say that Denver's kind of depressed, but you guys are fired up. You think you're going to win?
Oh, no, nothing but confidence here. It's all love in Denver.
Awesome, dude. Well, Blake, my guy, final score prediction for the game.
Shoot, man, I'm going to go 24-21. I think it's going to be it out.
24-21 Denver. Brother, Electric Call.
Yes,
We're
sir.
live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch and TikTok. Would love to have you call back again soon.
Awesome. Appreciate you, brother.
All right. Peace.
Have a good one, man. Bye.
That was Blake, my guy. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? All right, he hung up. Whoever that was just hung up. 0-2, holy bro, said Jay. That phone probably rings all night. Bro, Property Cross Builders, thank you for the follow. First of all, I do get a lot of phone calls and voicemails that are very mean. If you guys want to hear some of those, you can hear them on Twitch at Take Back with Zach. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? What? What did you say? We got a scary person calling into the show. What is up? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream in the background. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Devin in LA.
Devin from LA, bro. I'm in Hollywood right now. What part of LA are you in?
I'm from Maywood, which is just outside downtown.
Brother, electric. We got beautiful weather right now. Go Rams. Are you a Rams fan?
Yes, sir. I'm a Rams fan.
Bro,
I was honestly wondering, what do you think? I have a lot of naysayers at work, my coworkers, all that. I think we're healthy. We got Adams back compared to last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got it. It's going to be a close game. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy win. But what do you think?
Yeah, well, bro, you got to let those naysayers know. You got to lank on them. You got to let a naysayer know. Shout out to the OGs who know that reference. But the reason I think the Rams are going to win is because it's such a close game. In both of these games between the two, they've been separated by 2 points all year. They've been separated by like 15 yards the entire season. Like, these teams are so close and parallel to each other. All it did for me was barrel down to like Sean McVay and Matt Stafford, or are you going to go with Kubiak and Sam Darnold? And when you give me the option of Matt Stafford, I'm taking him every time. Plus, the way that Sam Darnold against the Rams has not been good. He's thrown 6 picks against the Rams this year. He's thrown 14 the entire season. Like, half of his picks basically come against this Rams defense. So whatever they do, give him a lot of trouble. There's some X's and O's stuff that I've gone through, and I've looked at some of the tape, and like, I could do X's and O's talk, but ultimately it just comes down to like, for whatever reason, Sam Darnold sees ghosts against this team, and why do you think he's not going to see them in the NFC Championship game?
Oh yeah, I really want him to go, but my thing is I think Stafford, he's gonna go off. He's gonna give everything he got so he can retire this year with a championship under his belt.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, the thing, Stafford hasn't been great in the playoffs. He's combined 44 for 84, like a 52% completion percentage, but he's found a way to get it done when it matters most. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, just my only worry is he keeps trying to force stuff way too much.
That's a really good shout. He has been forcing the ball into some tight windows and downfield. Listen, all this team has to do, and they proved it against the Bears. Anytime they wanted to get Puka open, they would motion him across the field, stack him up, and they'd run a little bit of slant inside as the front as the receiver on the ball would just run deep, basically run a go, and then he would run a slant underneath that. Like, they can figure out ways to get Puka open as long as they get him the ball. He had 225 yards against the Seahawks last time out. Like, they're going to be fine.
No, yeah, I agree completely. And my number one thing, because I'm a big O-line guy, is they got to step it up and stop the blitz.
They got to stop the blitz. The Seahawks like to blitz a lot. So in that first game, the reason I think the Rams, or the second game, the Rams, their whole bread and butter offensively is running under center and doing a ton of play action from under center. When they get into the gun game is when they don't get as good. And the blitz from under center, you're a lot more susceptible to it because of how much closer you are to the O-line, especially like the corner blitz, which the Seahawks like to do a lot. So when that was happening, it forces the Rams into gun. So I think for the Seahawks, they need to blitz off the edges and they need to get there successfully. And for the Rams, they need to leave an extra blocker or two in to like really chip those guys. Because if they can stay under center and run play action the whole game and stop the blitz, they're going to be very, very fine offensively like they were in that last game.
No, I agree. Yeah, that last game that one hurt a lot.
It did, but like you remember they scored that 2-point conversion just because Kenneth Walker picked the ball up in the end zone. Like, bro, if a Rams player picks that up, the game's over.
A little bit that gave it to him.
There was a lot that went into that game. Plus you had the missed field goal. That was like a 38-yard field goal. That game probably should have gone the Rams' way.
No, I agree. I was watching it and stressed out the whole time.
Bro, you're in downtown Los Angeles, probably a little bit near Chinatown. Have you been to Philippe's before? Philippe's Original?
Yeah, I've been to Philippe's. That's good. We go there before Dodger games.
Bro, I took my buddy from New Hampshire there last week. It's the best place in the universe. Philippe's is so good.
Oh yeah, and the potato salad.
Bro, I got to get that post salad next time. But brother, what's your what was your name again? Devin? What's your prediction final score for the game, Rams and Seahawks?
Honestly, I don't know final score exactly, but I know it's going to be a field goal game. There's going to be no more than 3 points difference.
And then a high scoring game?
Yeah, I'm predicting kind of like the last one, 30 to 33 Rams.
Rams 33-30. I love it, bro. Devin, we're going to keep it moving, dog, but I'm live on Twitch and TikTok every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 2 to 6. Love to have you call in to the show and follow and be a part of this thing, bro.
Okay, great. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, peace. Yes, sir, XD. We'll see you in a bit. Bullet Slinger, I'm glad you got that joke. Here comes another phone call. I'm not taking that 513 number anymore, that prank call. Sorry, bro. Sorry, dog. I'm super sorry. McNabb said these might be the worst picks of all time. Thank you. You're ill if you think Broncos winning. I'm sick. Scott, freaking guy. Bro, no way. What's up, Planet? No way you think they're going to beat the Patriots. They are. The Patriots stink. Patriot fans are evil, nasty, disgusting, deplorable people, too. Not a big Patriots fan guy. Not a big Patriots guy. Drake May's mid. The 513 caller, you prank called earlier in the show. You're not coming back. Sorry, bro. I've got you marked. Putting my money on the opposite of this. That's fine, dude. I hope you do. I'm glad. I would not. I don't believe in doing that kind of stuff. I don't like putting my money anywhere. Thanks, Moke. Moke, your dog is sick. What's it, Tennessee? Someone call an ambulance. Broncos by 50. That's crazy. Defense can't always bail you out. The 325 number, we're going to let you call in 4 minutes. 325, you're next on the clock in 4 minutes. At the 40 mark, 20 till. 325, you're the number, okay? How many? We're not doing units at all. Give me the rundown on how they beat the Pats. I don't think the Patriots offense has been playing well. I think Drake May has put the ball on the ground 6 times and thrown 2 picks, lost 3 of the 6 fumbles, so he has 5 turnovers. Both of those in home games. Both those are home games. I think the offense continues to struggle on the road, probably get even worse. So I don't expect them to put up a ton of points. On the other end, the Broncos offense is a dink and dunk offense the entire year. It's run the ball, throw screens, keep the ball around the line of scrimmage, go deep 5 or 6 times a game. As long as Jarrett Stidham protects the football and they're able to dink and dunk and get down the field, I think they'll do enough. 325. We're taking you in 3 minutes. 325. We're taking you in 3 minutes, okay? So you don't have to keep calling every time. It's a dink and dunk offense. I think Sean Payton's going to be exceptionally prepared for this game. And defensively, I think they do enough to get to Drake May and force some more turnovers. I think the Patriots scored. Listen, with the Texans game, they were only up by 5 going into the fourth quarter. And then against the Chargers, they were only up 6. Even though their defenses were playing out of their mind, the Pats offense was playing that bad to keep the other teams in it. So I like the Broncos to do just enough to get the win. I think they win 16-13, like a really, really close. Womp, womp, womp. Pats are undefeated on the road. Against who? Against the Jets, against the Ravens, against the Bengals, against the Bucks, against the Titans, against the Saints, against the Dolphins, and then a good road win against the Bills. That's the undefeated on the road. 325, brother, you keep calling in. We're going to take your call in 2 minutes. 617, you're blocked. You've been blocked. Sorry, bro. You can't prank call me and then call in 16 times in a row and not get blocked. 617-513, you have been blocked officially. Congratulations, you're blocked. Oh, I forgot I turned it up in my headphones. That was so loud. Go Rams. You're crazy if you think Patriots don't win. Matthew, call me crazy, baby. Think I'm crazy. Who has the Broncos beat? Who has the Broncos beat? That's what you sound like. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that, Mando. Devin Lara, thank you for following. Thank you for that phone call, bro. You're the man. We're an LA-based show, dog. We talk a lot of USC, a lot of Lakers. I'm a Chargers fan, but I talk a lot of Rams. And then I'm an Angels fan, but we talk a lot of Angels and Dodgers. So this is an LA show, baby. Def not, it's going to be Rams versus New England. That Wick, totally optional, totally possible. I know I'm taking both the dogs in this game. I like the home field advantage a lot for Denver. And then I think the Rams are just, they're not a better team than Seattle, but they've played better against Seattle than Seattle has played against them. All right, here we go. Phone call time. Phone call time. What is up, brother? You're live on TBWZ. You got to mute the stream in the background, brother. Hello?
All right, you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, what's going on? It's the one and only Andrew from Texas. I call in every other day, man.
Andrew, my guy from Texas. How is Texas treating you, brother?
Man, it's getting there. It's going to get worse tonight, man. We got some rain right now, so.
You got some rain and some cold. That usually comes with some
rain,
flooding.
some cold. Hopefully some sleet tomorrow, some ice. You know how it goes. Come on.
Okay, bro. What's the Saturday, Sunday plans look like? You seem like a weekend warrior.
Well, since I can't go into work because of the ice, I'm gonna stay home and watch the game. You know, I mean,
I love it. And then Saturday we got no college football. You got to do some chores around the house. We just chilling. You playing games? What up?
Yeah. I'll probably do some chores. Probably play some games. Probably watch a movie. You know, who knows? I mean,
I love it, bro.
All anticipated to the game. You know what I'm saying? All anticipation, man. That's all it is. You know.
I'm stoked for these games. Dude, tennis. The Australian Open is on, but I'm excited for the games.
Come on.
I believe you, but I'm excited for the games. I
Well,
think Denver.
I see you switched up. I see you switched up on your pick on the Broncos, man. Hell yeah.
I'm all in on the Broncos right now, dude. I like where they've been. I like where they've played. I like Sean Payton. I like Jarrett Stidham enough. For me, it's really like Mile High is home field advantage, dog. And Drake May and the offense has not been playing well, and I think they continue to struggle on the road against a good Denver defense.
That's what I'm saying. I told you, I'm a Broncos fan. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I'm a Denver Broncos fan through and through. We talked about the Bills. I said I knew the Bills was going to crumble somehow, I mean. Yeah, I tell people all the time, listen, Josh Allen and James Cook, you saw them. They look gassed. They look tired and, strung out, right? That Mile High is no joke. So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen to a rookie quarterback? You know what I mean? With all the hype and the fans and the pressure in the air, the cold. I mean, let's be honest. Come on, these guys in Denver, they live there. They do this. You know what I mean? Like, they're used to it,
Dude, the altitude is no joke, man. Like I've played football in some high altitude weather before when we did a camp up in Utah, up in the mountains there. Like it's no joke, dude. I was even at Red Rocks for a show 2 years ago, and I struggled just going up and down the stairs. Like playing a football game in that altitude is tough, and especially it's a young quarterback in his first road playoff game. I know they've played really well on the road, but Drake May's offense has been bad in the playoffs, and I don't think they're necessarily going to improve against this Denver team on the road.
I think I told you this, that I think I told you this. I can't remember if I did, but I'm still sticking to it, right? Turnovers. Turnovers win games. Whoever has the most turnovers at the end of the game is going to be the winner.
Yeah. And Drake May's put the ball on the ground 6 times and thrown 2 picks. And, I mean, Jarrett Stidham has 0 turnovers this year.
Yeah, agreed.
He's got no turnovers.
Agreed, right? Yeah, and that's what I tried to say. I said, look at the game last week.
Yeah.
When you had 1 turnover, a Bo Nix, 1 turnover. The whole team 1 turnover. I don't think anybody else fumbled. Or I can't remember. I think someone did. I think 1 person did. But two turnovers compared to Josh Allen's 5. I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
Josh Allen played horrible. That was the difference in the game, was Josh Allen playing like crap.
You know, I was talking to some Patriots fans last night, man, and I'm going to tell you right now, they think it's a walk in the park, and Drake May is the second coming of, that's way too soon. I mean,
yeah, they're
way too soon to tell that.
Patriots fans are some of the worst
Patriots
people in the
haven't
world.
won a single game going into Denver in the playoffs.
No. And Patriots fans are some of the most, delusional people in the entire universe. And I just would like nothing more than for them to march into Denver and just take an L.
To shut them off, right? Shut them out, kick them out of their seat real fast, show them a one-time thing. I give props to Drake May. He's played really well. He's had his moment this season, right? But you can't compare him to a Tom Brady. Come on. You know what I mean?
No. At least not yet. The kid's got a lot of time to play. He's got a lot of time to figure it out. This Denver team in general just slightly does remind me of that 2015 Broncos team when they had Peyton Manning who couldn't really throw the ball and they had a great defense. Man, I see a lot of similarities from this team to that team. I think we might have lost you. Andrew,
yeah, there is a lot of similarities. And then also, remember when Peyton Manning got out and Brock Osweiler came in?
Yeah. I was at that game where the Raiders were in Mile High when they benched at halftime. They brought Brock Osweiler, and I was at that game. It was my first NFL game ever.
Yeah, he came in and he did really good for, I think, what was it, 2 or 3 games or something like that? 2 games or something? I can't remember. I mean,
yeah,
but led them to the playoffs. They won the playoffs. They went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We lost Bo Nix. Bo Nix is out. We get that, right? But I don't think, that's what I keep telling people, I don't think Jarrett Stidham takes that much of a toll off of it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think the offense in general relies heavily on the quarterback. So I think he should be fine. Andrew, we're going to keep it rolling on the show. Final score prediction for the game?
I'm going to call this one close, man. I'm going to say 21-17.
21-17, Denver, outright win. Love it, bro. Andrew, thank you for calling back into the show, man. We'll talk to you again soon.
Of course, brother. Have a good one, all right?
All right, peace. David Andrews, thank you for the follow. Guys, we're also live on the Purple app on Twitch. That's where you can hear the phone calls a little bit cleaner and a little bit better. There's some sound effects. There's some fun stuff going on over there. So if you have it within your heart to follow over there, that's where the main show is. Also, we do the show for 4 hours a day. We only do 2 hours on here, and we do the full 4 hours over there. So if you enjoy what you're seeing, if you enjoy what you're hearing, if you think I'm hot, if you think I'm sexy, then follow over on Twitch, and you can watch the entire show with us. Himmy, not Jimmy, W Tennis, yes, sir. I'm very excited for the Australian Open. I am willing, at this point, for the semifinals and the finals, I think I'm going to be waking up very early for the Australian Open. This year, 2026, I'm going all in on tennis. I'm all in on tennis. The women's game, Amanda Anisimova winning no internet connection. Yay! Woo! Going off the rails on a crazy train. 3 points ain't gonna cut it with the Hawks. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? You don't have a username, so I can't see it. Landry does not affect our defense. You don't think so at all? You don't think so at all? out of them. I am done being a fan. Jay, you should be done being a fan a long time ago. It's bad for you. It hurt. It causes you to have acne. What NFL you watching, dog? I'm watching the. I can't think of anything funny. Not a chance Broncos win. LOL. No chance at all? You're not giving them any chance at all? A 0% chance? What NFL are you watching, Frostbite Reaper? Frostbitten Reaper, that's a cool name, dude. What are you, a gamer? Sorry, that was mean. I'm super sorry. I didn't mean that. I mean, he's our best edge rusher, but I do think we'll be fine without him. See, that's Patriots fans. They're like, we're missing our best edge rusher, but we're going to be fine. It's like, how can you say that? If the opposing team was missing their best player, you'd be like, look, you guys are going to stink. Your best player's out. Patriots fans are delusional. Literally anyone but the Pats, Miley Cyrus, I am with you. I would sell my firstborn for this to happen. That'd be epic. Male, how much? I'm in the market for a firstborn for a child. Is he a male? We are honestly fine. Have Milton Williams and Chase on. Yeah, Avil, that's the exact same thing. Haha, bro said Broncos over Patriots on our planet. What's up? Cool username, sweet emojis. Nah, he's injury prone. Pats are winning, says Johnny H. Johnny H, quick and to the point. Cole, Pats are back. Stay mad. Patriots are not back. Patriots had a cupcake schedule. Patriots have played 2 broken O-lines at home and didn't even play them very well. This offense stinks in the postseason. Drake May has put the ball on the ground 6 times and thrown 2 interceptions. Drake May has 5 turnovers in the past 2 games. The offense looks horrible. The defense has been good only because they're playing against broken O-lines. Yada, yada, yada. I go on and on and on. Yap, yap, yap. Well, then what do you want me to do? Avol.
Oh, hello? Oh, hello?
Hey, brother, you got to mute the stream in the background. So exit out of TikTok and just talk to me through the phone. Hello?
Yeah, we did.
Hello?
Yo, so, what's up with the Broncos Patriots, huh?
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, bud, what's up with the Broncos Patriots? What's up, guys?
What's your name and where are you calling from, brother?
My name is Mike.
We're from Boston, buddy.
Call from Beantown.
Mike from Boston.
Boston.
Bro, dog, you're like 5 seconds delayed because you're not listening through the phone.
Beantown. You already know what it is.
Mike, you're 5 seconds delayed because you're not.
I'm listening through the phone, gang.
You're why are you 10 seconds delayed?
What do you mean I'm 10 seconds delayed? The connection's bad. I'm in the basement.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear myself in the background. Is one of your friends listening or something?
My shit's muted. It's off.
It's off.
Okay. Brother, Mike from Beantown. I went to Boston University, so I was living over in Brookline. What part of Boston are you living in? Hello?
Dirty Dorchester. You ever been there? You ever been to Dirty Dorchester?
I've been to Dorchester, brother. I did some charity projects down in Dorchester, bro.
Yeah, you're not allowed. You didn't check.
You did pool project? Hey, Pats are winning the chip.
Yo, my nigga, do you know who Drake May is?
All right.
Pats winning the chip. Nah, but seriously, like, do you know who Drake?
Those guys were crazy. Yeah, Avolt. Yeah, let's not talk about it. Hey, BBB Slime, thank you for the follow. I was on Crispy's video. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Gosh, dang it. I broke my headphones. Broke my headphones real bad. Completely broke my headphones, throwing them against the wall as hard as I could because of how mad I am about my internet connection. So that sucks. I don't. My anger has been pretty good over the past X amount of years of my life, but it just came to a head right there and got very, very bad as my headphones are broken and they don't fit on my head anymore. So that sucks. Only reason Patriots lose is because all of the blank is on them. Do you think so, Alex? That'd be interesting. LMAO, I don't do that stuff. Jesus. That stuff. I can't even say it because I get banned whenever I say it. Atwood said, take your pills. I don't do any of that as well either. I don't believe in taking pills. For those who have ADHD, for those who have anxiety, I think the last thing you should be doing is taking prescription medicine. Personally, I think it's absolutely the dumbest thing you could ever do is take prescription meds to fix your mental health. I think it only hurts it. It literally changes your brain chemistry. So there's better ways to do it, in my opinion. Like throwing your headphones against the wall. How do they break? I don't even know how they broke. Bro's a Chargers fan. He's slow. Lou Sasso, how do you know I'm a Chargers fan, bro? Lou Sasso, how do you know I'm a Chargers fan, brother? I'm so mad. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Unstable connection here. Unstable connection there. Unstable connection here. It's all just going to crap. Either prayer or... I'm a strong Christian, Neezy. I pray every single day, read my Bible every day, but I'm alcohol and drug free. I've been sober for 2.5 years. We're getting a phone call right now, brother. Phone call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Avol, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool at all, man. That's really not cool. You're done. Sorry. Don't joke about someone's sobriety and then don't expect to get blocked. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? All right, another person hung up. I remember you were going for Bears to win. Jake, I know. The Bears were like literally a play away. There's people who are calling in like, you were wrong about this game. And I'm like, yeah, I was a play off. The only one I was like really, really wrong on was the Chargers beating the Patriots. I was really, really wrong on.
Calling from Alabama.
From Alabama, for real, for real?
For real, for real.
What did you want to talk about today?
I just want to talk about the 49ers and how do you think they're going to do next season?
You want to talk about the 49ers right now?
Yes, sir.
Wait, there's a little bit of a delay. Make sure you're listening to me through the phone and not through the stream or anything like that. But the 49ers next year, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting topic of conversation. They just have to stay healthy. I think they have to move their practice facility off of that. They need to move their practice facility off of that electrical substation. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
some rumors about that.
And then I don't know what they do about Brandon Ayuk. Do you know anything that's going on with that situation?
I think they're going to actually trade him away. I mean, he has good...
Yeah. And the funny thing about
They're gonna
this year with
trade him away,
the
try to
49ers is like I was
pick
all
up
in on I was not a big Brock Purdy guy, but this year definitely turned me around on Brock Purdy. But I don't know. You've played both of these teams, the Rams and the Seahawks, twice this year. Who do you think is going to win in the Rams and Seahawks game?
I'm going to be honest, I got the Seahawks.
You got the Seahawks winning the game. It's a great defense. It's a stout defense. Do you have any keys to the game?
What'd you say?
Aiden, what part of do you live up in the Bay?
Up in the bed.
The Bay.
Oh, the Bay. No. I live kind of close to Florida, though.
All right. Brother. All right, final score prediction or anything you want to say on the way out, because we got a bunch of calls coming in. I'm going to keep it moving.
Score prediction, Seahawks versus Rams. I got 35-21.
Wow, you got a blowout.
Blowout.
I love it, bro. Well, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. Would love to have you follow and keep calling into the show, bro. But we're going to keep it moving, all right?
Yes, sir. See ya.
All right, peace. Another call coming in right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Wide Screen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Colton. I'm calling from New Mexico. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Jarrett Stidham is going to throw for over 300 yards, which will equal Drake May's total for this year. Have a good one.
All right. Colton, just unbelievable call from Colton right there. He was like, bro, Drake May or Jarrett Stidham's going to throw for 400 yards. He just called it as it is. Colton from New Mexico. Electric caller. Thank you, bro. Love having guys like you. Broncos are getting that. Said Cashlin out. Let's go. Or Crashlin out? Either way, fun name. The Hawks' run defense is hard, and that secondary ain't no slouch either. 100%. I'm with you. And that 505 number, we'll take calls again in about 5 minutes here. Just because the Niners got bent does not mean the Rams are. LMAO. Sean, I'm with you. I don't know who said that in the comments, but not me. No rest needed. We got this game at home. That 419 number, sorry, that's the one I was talking about. 419, we're going to call you in about 5 minutes. 419, whoever's calling in right now, we'll take your call in 5 minutes. Don said I'm delusional. Tell me why, Donnie. Is it Don or Donnie? Do you have kids? Steve Bargers, I'm actually a Chargers fan. Nerdy Fascia, thank you for the follow. Electric stuff. I don't know how my headphones broke this bad. They lost all of the like elasticity, whatever. Mr. Barry Dingle. Don, he said 300. Still, it's a lot. Broncos have been washed. Broncos are playing at home. Mr. Barry Dingle says, why do you have the Broncos winning? I've got the Broncos winning for a few reasons. I've said it a bunch of times, but I'm just going to keep it short for you. The Broncos offense basically relies on the run, screen passes, and short passes around the line of scrimmage and throwing like 3 or 5. Nerdy Fascia, you're the man, bro. That was one of the best calls we've ever gotten. It's a dink and dunk offense that relies on just getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick. That's what it's been all season. That's what it's been for Drake May, and that's what it's going to continue to be for I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, really trying here. I'm just having such bad connection issues. I can't really do anything. I'm trying so hard, dude. I've got 2 more hours of the show, and I can't even do this. But it's a very dink and dunk offense, and I don't think Jarrett Stidham is going to be too big of a drop-off from Bo Nix. The reason the Broncos have succeeded offensively is not because of what the quarterback has done. It's because of what the offensive line has done. It's because of what this team has done as a unit, as a squad. It's not all about the quarterback. So I think offensively they're going to be able to put up at least 17 points. Sean Payton's going to do enough to dial that up. Stidham will be protected. It's a great O-line. I don't think the Patriots offense has played a good game in the postseason yet. I don't think they played a good game. Drake May has put the ball on the ground 6 times. He's thrown 2 picks. They've turned the ball over a ton. Okay? I don't think the offense is anything to be very feared. And I know they were going up against 2 good defenses, but those were both home games. Now they're going on the road in Mile High, and you expect that Patriots offense that hasn't been playing good to suddenly turn it on. I personally don't. I think Benito gets to Drake May a lot. I think the offensive line caves in. I think they get to Drake May a ton. They force more strip sacks, more fumbles, more picks. I think we get a ton of that going into the game. And I think they do enough on offense to put up 17 or 20 points, and that should be enough to win the game. That's why. I forget who I was telling that to, but they asked why, and that is it. That is why. You're completely ignoring the top 5 defense the Pats have. No, I think the Patriots defense has been awesome. But their strengths fall into, or this Broncos offense, the way it's constructed, it doesn't really allow time for defenses to be super successful. It's a quick passing, screen passing, and a running offense. Like, the corners are the best part of that Patriots defense and kind of that interior. I think Jarrett Stidham's going to be getting the ball out very, very quickly. The Pats defense has been good. No lie. They've been very, very good. But they've been really, really feasting against not very good teams, to be completely honest with you. So I think the defensive numbers are not nearly as true and accurate as the actual team. But I've been saying all year I love the Patriots defense. I think their defense is awesome. They are playing at Mile High, though. It's not going to be nearly as easy. W Broncos. Yes, sir. David Andrews, my guy. David Andrews has been in here pretty much the whole time. I love you, brother. Welcome to the show. That 716 number, we're not taking calls just yet. Whoever that 419 number is, Brenza, whoever the 419 number is, please call back into the show. It's your time to hop on the phone. It's your time, 419. And after her, or after that caller, I'll take that 716 number. So whoever the 419 number is, please call in. I just am dropping like flies. This sucks so bad. This stinks, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm very, very sorry, guys. Viewers of the show, listeners of the show on Twitch. I'm super sorry, guys. It's my fault. I wish I could. Josh the Greatest followed the live creator. Thank you so much. Y'all sold 21 lead to Broncos. There it is. The 419 number is calling back in. We're going to take that call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Alex. I'm calling from Ohio. I just wanted to say that I really hope the Hawks win this game Sunday, and I hope that the Broncos make it through, because screw the Patriots.
I'm with you, dog. You're from Ohio. What did you say your name was again? Alex?
Yes.
Ohio's a pretty big state. What part of Ohio are you in, dog?
What part of Ohio am I in?
Yeah.
I'm right at the top, right near Cedar Point, about 30 minutes from Toledo, so.
Yeah, I have family over there in Elizabeth.
Nice.
Yeah, not a bad spot. But you're all in on, you think the Broncos are going to win, or you just wish they would win?
I hope the Broncos win.
Yeah.
But if the Seahawks win and it's a Broncos-Seahawks Super Bowl, I can't root for the Broncos no more, my guy.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. And home plate, I meant offense, not team, offense. But Alex, and then you mentioned something about the Rams and the Seahawks. What was your point there?
I hope Seahawks win. I'm a huge Seahawks fan, have been for about the last 5 years. It's nice to really see them pick up on their game.
Now, as a man from Ohio, you're a Seahawks fan. What inspired that Seahawks fandom? Because 5 years ago, this team was not great.
Yeah, no, it really wasn't great, but I was never really into football or anything,
Yeah.
and then I made some friends when I moved to Ohio. First team they really showed me was the Seahawks when Metcalf was on there. And I don't know, I kind of like the way Metcalf is, even though now he's on the Steelers and kind of went a little crazy.
He did, just a little bit.
But
He
yeah,
only-
I'm just slowly
all he did was punch a
started to fall
fan in
for
the
that team.
face. Yeah, all DK did was punch a fan. Alex, brother, Ohio's an interesting spot. A lot of football fans in there. Are you surrounded around Browns fans mostly?
Yes.
And you
the
also-
friend that I had made down here, he's a Steelers fan, but most of the time it's pretty much Browns fans. We actually caught the game on the 28th at the Brown Stadium. Terrible loss.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Steelers lost to the Browns. They could have just marched to the playoffs. They ended up making it, so it didn't matter too much. But the other team that a lot of people root for Detroit up there.
Oh, yeah.
Because of proximity to Michigan. When I think about Detroit, I feel like that was the one team this year that probably should have made the playoffs that didn't.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you got Patriots and Broncos. You have the Broncos, and on the other side you have the Seahawks. You're feeling pretty much if you get through the Rams, you should be able to win the Super Bowl. But the Rams have been a tough opponent for the Seahawks. How do you guys get through it?
Man, lots of prayer. I'm telling you what, lots of prayer. The last game where it went into overtime and everything, that was truly a nail biter.
It was, dude. That game was insane. And I don't have to tell this to you, that 2-point conversion that you picked up in the end zone, that was the difference. And then the Rashid Shaheed punt return was massive. And then, of course, the missed field goal from the Rams. That game was very, very close, dude. It was close to a second loss. But I think what you guys have to do in this game is play a turnover-free game. And I just don't know if Sam Darnold has that in him.
I really hope that he's got it in him, man. Our running back is doing good. R.I.P. to Charbonnet and his, I think his ACL.
Yeah. Super sad there.
That was pretty discouraging. But I think we have it in us to really make it to the Super Bowl.
I'm with you, brother. Absolutely, dog. Anything you wanted to say on your way out?
Go Rams.
You mean go Seahawks?
No, go Hawks. So sorry, brain fart.
You're good, Alex. Bro, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'd love to have you follow along and keep calling in whenever you want.
Awesome. All right.
All right, dog. Talk to you soon. Peace. Patriots fan beats Patriots beat the Broncos with Nix by 10. Without him, they win by 20. All right. That is a good prediction, Vic. I totally think that could happen. I'm not sitting here saying like I'm guaranteed this is going to happen. This is just like what I feel in my gut and my balls. It's not always in sports when you're doing predictions. If you're simply only using your head and using stats, that's not how you do it. You got to sometimes go with your gut, and you go with your butt, and you go with your balls. And that's what I've done in this picks. I was doing everything I was doing prepping. I was like, Seahawks and Patriots are winning. They're going to the Super Bowl again. As I did more and more prep, I had a feeling, a rumbling inside of my tummy that just said, no, you know what? It's not that easy. It's not that simple. That's where my head went, and that's what I do. I lean with my eyes, and I lead with my butt. If you guys are in here, you do not follow, please hit the follow button. It helps me out. And also, if you could like it up, that'd be cool too. Suck a toe. That's a fun name. Rams ain't winning. Okay. Very matter of fact of you. When you guys say like you're wrong or you're an idiot or your picks are wrong, it would be helpful if you tell me why. So then I can have something to like debate you off of. But when you just go wrong, it doesn't do anything for me. Broncos without Bo. Yeah, Bobo, like that's a reason. That's a good reason. David Andrews and Atwood just going at it. I absolutely love it. Guys, be nice to Atwood. He's cool. 0-2 on the easiest predictions ever. MCFC. These are the easiest predictions ever. So what happens if I go 1-2? Then I'm wise? Then I have wisdom? If I go 1-2, I have ultimate wisdom? Jaden said you're wrong. Jaden didn't hear the entire diatribe I just went on. Wait, why do you think the Broncos? I'm just not high on the Patriots offense this postseason. Drake May has 5 turnovers, put the ball on the ground 6 times, thrown 2 picks. And then I think the Broncos offense is not quarterback reliant. If anything, this offense revolves around a quarterback that the coach doesn't really trust in, which, is perfect for a backup. It's not an offense where they're like, give the ball to our quarterback and let him be the hero. That's not what it's been all season. It's been dink and dunks downfield and field position and play ball. So I think the offense isn't going to change a whole lot for the Broncos, in my opinion. And I think defensively, they're going up against the Patriots offense that's played really bad in 2 playoff games at home. And now they're going on the road in Mile High. I think it's just a tough spot for them. I think they get held to like 13 or 16 points, and I think the offense does just enough to score 17. Actually, I have the final score being 16-13, to be completely honest with you. I basically have the offense putting up 1 touchdown and 3 field goals for the Broncos, and that just being enough. Y'all going to be embarrassed if he gets both right. That's not even what it's about, Bobo. It's not even about being right. It's just like, I'm just doing, sports debate talk. But yeah, these people will be, they're not going to come back into the live. I'll put it that way. But I just wish all the people who are hating so hard, if I did get both right, they would at least give me a follow or something, or show me some sort of respect. But that's not how the internet works, bro. That's not how the internet works at all. You got both teams wrong. How is that possible? There we go. Yeah, Jaden, I just did an entire conversation about it, and you just didn't listen, so there you go. But then why has Jarrett never been a starter quarterback? Chato, I don't know if that applies to this situation. I'm trying to see where your head is at. If you want to call into the show, I'd love to understand where your thinking was there, because I think you were onto a good point there. So if you want to call into the show, Chato, that'd be cool. Bobo, thank you for the boxing gloves, dude. And Bobo, thank you for the follow. Bro, huge follow. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are the best. Denver doesn't have a quarterback. I think they do. I think Jarrett Stidham's a better backup than most situations, for sure. With the top defense in the division and likely the NFL Hawks going to fight and add the 12s. Dude, the 12s are a huge advantage in this game. They're a huge advantage in this game. Jaden, that's a good point, brother. Good argument. Illy Jordan, thank you for the follow, brother. I agree with this, and Broncos for the win. Ace Apocalypse, what's up, dude? Cool username. No. Jaden, do you play ball? You think Stidham is going to win? Okay, bro. Stick Drew, that was fun. That was a good comeback. Ace Apocalypse with a follow. You're the best, bro. No way LA wins. LMAO. Q-Star, that's interesting. Most people are like getting on me about the Broncos pick, but you're on my butt about the LA Rams, dude. The Rams probably should have won both those games. The Seahawks got incredibly lucky recovering that fumble. Remember that 2-point conversion fumble that Yes, I do, sir. Jaden, where do you play, dog? Are you in high school? Denver is done without Knicks. I'm sorry. I was going to finish that sentence, but I forgot. You know what I'm talking about. The Seahawks got lucky in that second game. I'll put it that way. Very, very, very lucky. Dude, you're insane picking Denver, said Gloucester 59. Bro, get out of Gloucester. Gloucester is so cold. And of course I know how to pronounce it. I went to BU, bro. I know Boston well. I know you Patriot fans. Jaden, I love that you're calling me sir. But let's be real. Call me Unc. Shout with the noise the 12s create. David, have you been to a Seahawks game? I don't know why they're so much louder there. I think it's the architectural design of the stadium. I don't know. It was a fumble throw, and B is throwing up air quotes. Bro, I know it was a fumble, but it could have also been ruled an incomplete pass. It was literally like, it was a coin flip of a play. It was right on the line there. Jaden. You love our lobsters up in Gloucester. Kenneth Walker recovered that ball, or was it Charbonnet? They recovered that fumble, that 2-point conversion fumble, and he wasn't even like jumping on the ball. No one on the offense thought it was a fumble. He just picked it up on accident. If the Rams picked that ball up on accident, the Rams win that game. They didn't do anything. They obviously won the game with that incredible 2-point conversion play and the touchdown to win it in the end. But I don't think necessarily that win was very indicative of how good the Seahawks are. I think that was, in my opinion, probably a lucky win for the Seahawks and probably should have gone the Rams' way. Charbonnet picked it up. David Andrews, my guy. Brother, David Andrews, you're getting a follow, dude. I like you on this show. We have a community brewing right now that's on David, change your bio. We have a community over on Twitch at Take Back with Zach over there, and we have a Discord. We talk ball. Jaden, thank you for the follow, dog. If you're looking for like a group chat or a place to talk sports with people, our Discord is the place to do it, man. I'm active in there every single day. I'm talking NBA. I'm talking NFL. During the games, I'm live chatting with everybody. I'm doing a bunch of live stuff with all the guys in there. So if you're looking for some friends and some homies, dog, our Discord is the place to do it. We have a good community. We have a prayer request channel. We pray for each other. We love each other. Take care of each other. It's a great community. So on Twitch is where you can go and follow XD. What's up, brother? We're having mad tech issues, XD, so stay on as long as you can. Thank you for the follow. Calixto, thank you for the follow. And then Drake May Glazer 5, thank you for the follow. Sup, man? Remember when you called me last Friday? Who did I call? Drake May Glazer, I called you? Can New England do it? Absolutely they can. They probably will do it. This is just my thought. Are we requesting to do this or nah? No, we're doing live phone calls. In fact, I'm getting a call right now from a brother I love. We do have a great community. Yes, sir. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, it's Pat from Philly. We've spoke before.
Yes, we have, Pat. I just don't have my I don't have caller ID set up. So like I just ask every time. But brother, my guy Pat is from Philly. Steelers fan, right? Eagles. My guy Pat from Philly, big Eagles fan, of course. That makes sense. Bro, how are you doing today? It's a Friday. Do you got weekend plans?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the snow. We're looking at 1 to 2 feet coming in on Sunday. So big obstacles ahead.
That's too much snow.
Yeah, that is too much snow. So we live in a complex.
Okay.
So we literally have no control over our electricity or all of that.
No.
So we're going to my in-laws to be safe.
Smart. I like that. And you're going to watch ball from there?
Damn right.
Love it, Pat. Well, we're here talking ball, dog. What's your take for this weekend?
Yeah, so I'm going to be honest. I wasn't in your live, so I didn't listen. But I scrolled past and I saw a check mark on the Broncos.
I did.
So I want to hear why there was a check mark on the Broncos.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it brief. Offensively, the Broncos' offense is like very reliant on short passing games, screens, and running the ball. It's been an offense basically as if like the coordinator or the play caller doesn't trust the quarterback. They're not an offense where they're just going to air it out and give the ball to the quarterback and say, be the hero. It's very much an offense where a lot of quarterbacks, I think, can have success in. So I don't think Jarrett Stidham coming in there although he is a downgrade from Bo Nix, I don't think it's the biggest downgrade in the universe. Defensively, for the Broncos, they've got a very, very good defense, stout defense, and they're playing a Patriots team that has not played well offensively in the 2 playoff games. Drake May's put the ball on the ground 6 times and thrown 2 picks, and those were both games at home. So I think he struggles a little bit more offensively. Ultimately, I see Sean Payton doing just enough to put up like 16 points, and if they can hold the Patriots to less than 2 touchdowns, that's how they win the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with you there. Those are very sound arguments, but
appreciate you.
What my conversation begins with is I think the Patriots offense is good enough to get the better of that Broncos defense.
Yeah.
I know they are a very good defense, but when you look at both sides of the ball for both teams, it's the Patriots offense versus the Broncos defense. And that's kind of, you could call it close to even. I mean, maybe you give the edge to the Broncos defense.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, it's the Patriots defense versus the Broncos offense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, the Broncos have a very, very, maybe the best offensive line in football. But then once you get behind that, a lot of question marks. So I feel like there's a tough time given the edge there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I find trouble. I have a hard time giving the edge to the Broncos here.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. You know, in all logic, every sports commentator, every person who's like gonna put their hard-earned money behind this is obviously gonna side with the fact that, you know, it's Jarrett Stidham. I think one of the big factors for me in this game is like Mile High is a very, very tough place to play. You know, Josh Allen had trouble there. That offense had trouble. Like I think if this was a road game, Patriots by 1,000,000. But since it's at Mile High, that's not an easy place to play. And it's the playoffs, dude. They're always tight in these championship games.
No, you're not wrong. And here's another fun fact. Tom Brady has never won a game at Mile High.
Yeah. The Patriots in general in the postseason have struggled at Mile High.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm not, you know, you're not completely wrong in your estimate there, but I think I'm taking the Patriots there. As much as I hate them, you know, they've been balling. Drake May's been crazy good.
Yeah.
You know, MVP candidate. Obviously, he's not going to win it because of what Matt Stafford's been doing, but
okay.
I think
he's been awesome.
They're the much better team.
Do you mind if we transition to a little bit of the Eagles conversation around who the next offensive coordinator is going to be?
Sure, let's go.
Because they've been bringing in a lot of guys, and a lot of guys have been saying no to that job. I'm like, why does no one want to coach there right now? How is it still open?
Yeah, so here's what I'll say is coaching in Philly, it's not for the weak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to get scrutinized. You're going to get shit talked on you. It doesn't matter how good you are. You're going to have one bad game and you're going to get taken down. And that's how it operates. And you have to understand that when you take the job. You have to understand that when you enter the facility. So, you know, Mike McDaniels, I'll tell you right now, he was my number one.
Yeah.
I don't think he was built for it. And another thing about him is he's a hot weather guy. This guy, you look at the Dolphins' record in cold weather games under him, they were dog shit. The Dolphins couldn't win shit when it was cold out. And I mean, I've been saying this for years, and this is Tua, this is Mike McDaniels, whatever. So he's out the door, whatever.
Yeah.
Now we go to Daboll. Daboll was my number 2.
Yeah.
I don't think he's formally accepted a job yet, unless I'm wrong. Can you correct me if I'm wrong?
No, he's interviewing for the Bills head coach, but not formally accepted anything.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him if he's going to go get a head coaching job. Like, why would you take an offensive coordinator job over a head coaching job?
Uh-huh.
So sure, there's that. So those were my 1 and 2. I'm kind of at the point now where it's like, I just gotta trust the front office.
You just gotta trust.
Because
and
I don't.
Howie Roseman we trust, right?
Exactly. Because I don't have a third option.
No.
There's no one that I've been thinking about saying like, hey, this guy. It was those 2 guys, and now I'm assuming they're both gone.
Yeah.
So let's let the guys do their job, and as long as they don't hire within, we should be fine. Because every time we elevate within, we fucking suck.
It's true. Bro, spoken like a true Philly man, a guy who knows the place and the team very well. Pat, we're going to keep it rolling, but do you want to do a final score prediction for the Denver and Patriots game?
Yeah, let's say 21-17 Denver.
Oh, you're going Denver?
Yeah, I'm just going to throw a wrinkle in here.
I love it, bro. Screw the Patriots. We're off that train.
Jared Stidham, baby.
Stiddy
We
trust.
Jared Stidham.
Bro, well, good luck with the in-laws this weekend, and we'll talk to you again on Monday. All right, Pat?
Appreciate it.
All right, peace.
Go.
He was going to say go Birds. I know Pat well. He's going to say go Birds on the way out. You picked the Texans to win, by the way. AJ, I did not. I picked the Patriots to beat the Texans, and everyone was like, really? You're picking the Patriots? So, you're wrong. Mars says, why do I have the Rams? I think the Rams are not the better team than the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are a better team, but they're not better than the Rams against the Rams. This head-to-head matchup is one of the best that we have in the league, and I'm so glad we're getting a three-peat of it. I'm so glad we're getting a third. Hunter Mount, my guy, brother, no need to apologize. I'm just glad you're here. There's like a bunch of dudes on Twitch who just show up like once per show, and I absolutely am so grateful for that. It's incredible. Dog, the Rams lost to the Falcons. LMAO, who are you? Kyle, brother, who was talking about the Falcons, bro? Kyle, who is talking about the Falcons? What are you talking about? I am beyond curious as to where your head was at when you sent that message. You're like, here's how I can get him. Bro, the Rams lost to the Falcons. Yeah, they also lost to the Panthers. They probably also should have lost to the Panthers in the playoffs. But they also put up 581 yards of offense on the Seahawks team. That's horrible. When they're 6-9 and you lose to them, that's when it matters. Kyle, I'm beyond confused by what you're saying. You're saying the Rams are bad because they lost to the Falcons? Do you think the Patriots are good? Because the Patriots lost to the Raiders. Whose house? No. I'm a Chargers fan, so I'm so mad at the Rams. I hate that the Rams are good, but it's whatever. It'll be nice when the Hawks take the Super Bowl in Levi Stadium after taking BTA to the Niners. Pat is calling back in. What does Pat want? Pat, you're calling back into the show?
I sure am, because we didn't get to talk about the NFC.
You want to talk about the NFC? Let's go. Rams Seahawks. Go for it.
All right, so tell me why you have the Rams over the Seahawks.
One sec. I'm chewing something. Filibuster.
Okay, so the Seahawks maybe have the best defense in the NFL. And Sam Darnold is actually playing well.
He is. Bro, thank you so much. Thank you for that.
He's not hurt. He's fine.
Yeah.
So tell me, why do you have the Rams over the Seahawks?
I have the Rams over the Seahawks in an interesting way. I don't think that they're the better team than the Seahawks, but for whatever reason, they are built to beat the Rams are just built to beat the Seahawks. Every single one of the X's and O's things that I've like written down go the Seahawks way. Like last time out, Matt Stafford, he did a really good job against the blitz, which is somewhere he's struggled all year. And the cornerstone of this Rams offense is really just like under center play action. And the Seahawks like to run a lot of corner blitzes, which really neutralizes that. So if they're able to get to him, he's going to struggle and have to go out of the gun, which is not nearly as good from the gun. Matt Stafford also has not been good in the playoffs. He's 44 for 84 combined with a 52% completion percentage. And On final drives of the games, yeah, he looks incredible, but the rest of the time, he's not been very good. The Rams run a ton of stacks offensively, so you'll see this where Puka Nacua lines up just directly behind Devontae Adams, where they kind of stack the wide receivers. But the Seahawks on the opposite end, what they do is they throw 3 DBs, usually at the 2 wideouts, and you don't know where the DBs are going. So it's really confusing when you don't know what DB is covering the outside or the inside or deep, and what it results in is like a ton of confusion and a lot of time that he has to read the defense, which leads to a ton of sacks. Weirdly enough, like the Seahawks have been running the ball really well the past few weeks, although earlier in the season they were not running the ball well. And the Rams are not the best run defense in the league, so I think they're going to be able to run on them. Ultimately, like I can do X's and O's this entire time. But for me, it all comes down to Sean McVay and Matt Stafford or McDonald and Darnold. And for me, with all of the different schemes, coverages, and adjustments, this game is going to be so fun to watch. I think it's going to be an absolute chess match. But at the end of the day, like Sam Darnold has thrown 6 picks against this team and has not looked good against them once. Like this Rams team put up 581 yards of offense in a losing effort last time they played. And I'm looking at this as like, I'm going to back Stafford and McVay. I can't back Darnold given the fact that he's thrown 6 picks against this team in the regular season. It's not an X's and O's thing. It's just kind of my gut. It's like I just think I'd rather put my money on Matt Stafford than I would Sam Darnold, basically.
I absolutely respect that.
Yeah.
And I want to go back to your statement because this is so good. Mm-hmm. So McVay and Stafford versus McDonald and Darnold.
Yeah, it's easy.
You tell somebody that 7 months ago.
True.
And there is no question what side they take. You tell someone that today, all of a sudden, it might be a hard decision, you know?
Yeah. It's like Matt Stafford and Sean McVay in a vacuum, you're like 100% of the time, but we're not in a vacuum. We play in the NFL, baby.
Right. Exactly. And not to mention, this is in Seattle, where they haven't lost a game with a crowd in 11 I want to say 11 games or so. I forget. There's a stat there where they haven't lost a game with the crowd in attendance, which probably means they may have lost a game during COVID or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with the crowd, they haven't lost a game in 11 or so games in the playoffs. And you go back to the running game, and what I'll tell you is what it seems like is Kenneth Walker runs better when Charbonnet's out of his fucking way.
Totally.
I feel like Charbonnet has just been Kenneth Walker's kryptonite this entire time. When Kenneth Walker has been the guy. He is that guy. He can do that. So they brought in Charbonnet and just killed him. And now Charbonnet tears his ACL, and what does Kenneth Walker do? He goes for 190 and 3 touchdowns or whatever it was last week.
Ran all over the 49ers.
Yeah. And you can't tell me he doesn't have a chance to do that again.
Yeah, I expect them to run the ball really well.
Right, exactly. I mean, I think it's going to be a great game. Did you see the stats about these two teams against each other lifetime?
Oh, I think it's the last 4 games. They're separated by 2 points and like 32 yards or something like that.
I think it's lifetime. So Seattle is 29, or maybe it was the last 20 years or something. Whatever it was, I saw. Seattle is 29 and 28.
Yeah.
Against the Rams.
I'm pulling it up on Twitch right now.
Their point differential is 1 point.
1 point. It's crazy. It's 1,223 points for Seattle, and then the Rams have scored 1,222 points in those games. It's literally a 1 game and 1 point difference between the two teams.
Right. Like, we couldn't ask for a better championship game.
It's going to be so good, dude. This is the Super Bowl. It feels like this game is the Super Bowl, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, you're probably right, because when we look back on the other 2 games they played during the season,
Yeah.
it mimicked what we would want. So
Yeah.
you're probably right.
Dude, it's crazy that, man, it's weird to say this, but I do feel like Philly would still stand a good chance against both these teams. I feel like the 49ers were just like unbeatable in that game.
Oh, no, I agree. I think if we got past the 49ers, we would be here,
Yeah.
I also think we would be – I mean, I'm biased. What am I going to say?
Of course. Well, Pat, you did final score 21-17 Denver. What do you got for L.A. and Seattle?
L.A., Seattle. I'm going to take Seattle 27-24 in overtime.
Nice. OT Seattle. Great shout. Bro, Pat, you're on the phone for like 15 minutes today carrying the show on your back, dog. Love when you call in, bro. You should try to join our Discord maybe so we could chat throughout the week because you're an electric dude.
I'll have to look into it, brother.
Brother, if not, I'll text it to you.
All right. Appreciate it.
Talk to you soon, bro. Good luck with the in-laws.
Thank you.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
We're taking another call right now. Another call right away. Actually, the 206 number, I think that's Boise. We're going to take you in like 5 minutes. So at 20 till, we'll take that 206 number call. Elbow, what, how? JH said L take. Thank you, JH. Is it J or JH? The last Rams-Hawks game was game of the year. Absolutely. That game was incredible, and the Rams should have won that game. In my opinion, that was a lucky win for the Seahawks. They picked up that ball in the end zone. If the Rams just picked that ball up, game over. There's also the missed field goal. That game was just weird, dude. There's nothing you could do. Elbow, what? How is that game the Super Bowl? What? Nick, I don't think you know what I'm not saying it's literally the Super... no, I don't even need to explain it, brother. This might not be the chat for you. 206 is Seattle. David Andrews, brother, you should join the Discord, dog. I think it's linked in my bio on TikTok. You're an electric follow. And Mar followed earlier. Thank you so much. If you guys are in here, you do not follow, please hit the follow button. It helps me grow. Eli, you think it's an obvious rematch between Rams and Patriots? I don't think that was like a rematch that the NFL is like jonesing to get back. If anything, Hunter, I'll be live for another hour and a half. XD1, yes, sir. Hey, quick question. Why are you in any world? That's a Hayden Tucker. Hey, question. Why are you in any world saying the Broncos win that game? I hear what you're trying to say, brother, but we'll work a little bit on it. I think the Broncos win the game because they're at home. I think the Patriots offense has not played well. I think Drake May has put the ball on the ground 6 times. He's thrown 2 picks. He's got a lot of turnovers. I think defensively, the Broncos are going to do enough to continue to get to him and hold him down. The Broncos offense in general is not a quarterback run offense. It's very much just dink and dunk down the field, get to the ball to playmakers and run the football. I think they're going to be able to do that. I think they have home field advantage. Sean Payton's got the advantage. I like everything going for the Broncos. Being at home doesn't matter. Renee, love you, love women, love having women follow the show and be a part of it. If you could call in, that'd be so sick because we haven't had a woman call in 2 weeks. But Renee, home field does matter a lot. Home field does matter a lot. I think you should talk about how Phillip Rivers is interviewing for the Bills head coach job. That is crazy. Phillip Rivers is interviewing for the head coaching job of the Buffalo Bills, and this was a guy that we had just completely forgotten about. We had just completely forgotten about Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers was not on anybody's radar like 2 months ago. And instead, we got like a couple of spot starts for Phillip, like literally playing quarterback, and now he's interviewing for the head coach of the Bills. I think it's tampering. I think Phillip Rivers is already the head coach of a team. He's not taking the high school role seriously enough. He's going to leave behind those kids. He's going to break the hearts of those kids to go coach in the NFL with Josh Allen. I don't know if anyone is going to walk in there and change what's going on for Buffalo. I don't think there's a head coach out there that is going to be able to do much, dude. Josh Allen is Superman. The reason that they're not winning is because I don't think the team in general is constructed well enough for victory. Josh is the absolute man. What are you going to tell him to do? Hey, bro, when they're running cover 2 and the safety drops deep, the corner runs in the flat, you're going to have the 10-yard out. You can't tell him things. There's nothing you're going to tell Josh Allen that he's going to be like, oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. He's Josh Allen. He's Superman. Here's the play. Hey, here's the ball. Go just do it. He's not like the head coach of the Bills is more like a basketball coach than any other coach in the NFL. It's like this position where all you have to do is make sure the defense runs properly and then get out of the way. Just get out of the way. They need to bring in my head, a defensive-minded coach. Because what are you going to do? You're going to bring in an offensive guru that's going to change Josh Allen? Hey, guess what? Doesn't need changing. His diaper is clean. Don't need to change him. I don't understand this idea of like bringing in Phillip Rivers, personally. I think Phillip Rivers is a great leader of men. I understand firing Sean McDermott. It's just like, you needed some change in there. But that game was Josh's fault. Hunter, you're completely right. That game was lost by Josh. Josh had 1 million turnovers in that game. That was 100% Josh's fault. Pat, love you, brother, but you've maxed out on your calls for today, dog. I got other callers coming in. I got to give them some room. But at the end of the show, if you're still available, Pat, we'll take you. I don't believe that Josh Allen has really done anything wrong. I mean, what am I going at? I don't know what Phillip Rivers is going to bring to that program that Sean McDermott wasn't bringing. Phillip Rivers, if anything, is more of an offensive head. I also don't like the idea of just like picking up a guy off the street and being like, you're a coach now. Like, I know he's been coaching. He's been running Shane Steichen's offense for his high school football team. Like, what are they going to implement into that offense to be like, it's new, it's fresh. Here you go, Josh. This is how we succeed. I don't know what they do, and I don't really think it matters. I think what matters is the fact that Josh Allen had 17 turnovers, and that's why the team lost. It's not about the coach. The only way GOAT winning is if the Hawks can't hang with the tight ends. Hawks can't hang with the tight ends. David Andrews, who are you referring to as GOAT? Shauna, what's up, Shauna? Hello, woman. Pressure Boy says you're a casual buddy. Thanks, Pressure Boy. That's nice of you. You better move that checkbox to the Hawks right now. Shauna, I don't have Photoshop open, so I can't, but baby, I love you. I don't know. Are you married? Let's talk. Shauna, if you want to call into the show, I'd love to just get to know you. It's 213-352-5216. Numbers at the top of the screen. Atwood, I'm West Hollywood boy. I like when you call me Hollywood, Atwood. It's funny. Rams, LOL. Oh, it's a Ram. I thought it was the GOAT. I'm like, who's the GOAT? The only way the Rams is winning if the Hawks can't hang. Zachy Riz, come on now. Nate, that's so mean, bro. Nate, that's so rude. You could call into the show if you want, or you could just hide behind your Avi. What do you even look like? Nate, what is this profile picture? Cherokee/German Norse pagan? Everyone follow this guy, Nate Johannes. What the hecky? What an interesting guy. Nate said Sibu. He said Sabau. He said Sybau. And then I clicked on his profile and he says German Norse pagan? Ugh. That's a guy I do not want to be around. You think Denver can win? No, Jonathan. I don't. I don't want to do the TikTok thing anymore. I feel like I'm taking away from my boys over in Twitch world. Because Twitch is more of the fun show. I'm going to attempt right now turning on my television. I turned off my TV because my connection was so bad. But I should be able to watch the games right now. Because there's NBA games right now on Amazon Prime that I want to be watching. How also are we feeling about the Amazon Prime situation with the NBA? It's one thing, in my opinion, to like put the games on ESPN, put the games like on Peacock. That makes me so mad the games are on Peacock. But I think Amazon Prime has been solid so far. Unfortunately, the Lakers always lose when we're on Prime. Patty Ice. Pat's all in on the Bills head coach situation. Let's craft up a take for Monday, Pat. Let's craft up. Pat, I might just fly out a microphone for you, and you're just part of the show now. How do I put the freaking game on? There we go. Detroit and Houston is the game. You had the Bears over Rams last week. Now the Rams over Seahawks. Yeah, Siak. Oh my gosh, what an L take. What an L take, huh? It's funny how, like, the entire game, it's like, that was clearly such a close game between the Bears and the Rams. It was such a toss-up. But people are still coming in here like, L, idiot. I'm like, bro, really? You watched that game and thought the Rams were, like, that much better than the Bears? That game could have gone either way. Literally, DJ Moore stopped running his route. We're getting a call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Deegan. I'm calling from Los Angeles.
You said Deegan?
Yep.
Deegan from LA, brother. What part of LA? I'm in Hollywood right now.
I am in Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita. That LA is a stretch right there. That is
It's
deep.
like LA County.
It is LA County. That is deep out there in the valley. Brother, you're calling in the show. What do you want to talk about today?
I just want to say how Los Angeles is going to win it all.
You think Rams get another Super Bowl? They're bringing it back home?
Of course.
How do you think they do it against the Seahawks?
Oh, DTA on the Seahawks.
Well, what do they have to do offensively to win?
Just the run game and Puka Nacua. That's all we need.
Dude, isn't it crazy how, like, Cooper Kupp was, like, the greatest wide receiver of all time, and then Puka Nacua said, hold my beer?
Of course. Puka Nacua is so much better now.
He's been unbelievable. He had 225 yards against them last time out, and I think he continues to play well. He was very, very good against the Bears, and I think that's a huge matchup in this game that no matter what the Seahawks do, you just cannot slow down Puka Nacua and Matt Stafford together.
Of course. Matt Stafford's the MVP too.
MVP, and then who do you want to play in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the Patriots, 100%.
You think you dominate the Patriots?
Of course.
Yeah.
There's
I think
no
they would
doubt
take.
in my mind if the Rams make the Super Bowl, it's just we're winning it.
I think whoever wins this NFC Championship will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Patriots, they've had an easy schedule, and then the Broncos just lost Bo Nix, so.
Yeah, they totally did. Man, they're just straight to the point. Are you a Lakers fan or Clippers?
I don't watch basketball. I'm a Dodgers fan, though.
Dodgers, brother. I'm an Angels. Do you watch? Are you USC Trojans fan?
No, I'm an Oregon fan for some reason. I don't know why, but.
Bro, that's crazy work, dog. Oregon's solid though. But yeah, the game's gonna be really fun. What are your plans for the game? It's a 3:30 start. You gonna be watching with the boys?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna ride over to my friend's house and watch it with him.
Bro, I absolutely love that dog.
He's a Patriots fan, so.
He's a what fan?
He's a Patriots fan.
Oh, dog. You got to be talking crap all game then.
Yeah, probably.
I love it, bro. Well, anything you wanted to say on your way out, Deegan?
Not really. Just go Rams.
Go Rams. Bro, I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. on Twitch. This is an LA show, bro. So if you want LA sports talk, this is where you go.
All right. What's your Twitch, LA show?
The Twitch is Take Back with Zach. It's the same handle as the TikTok.
Okay. All right. I'll follow you right now.
Bro, you're the man. Talk to you soon, Deegan.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Peace. Chargers, Rams, Super Bowl at SoFi. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. It would be awesome. The funny thing is, like, I don't know who would show up, if it'd be a ton of Rams fans or if it'd be a ton of Chargers fans. I don't know who would be showing up to that game, but I do know it'd be absolutely incredible. It'd be electric in Los Angeles. Fitz said the Rams lost to the Falcons and the Panthers, though. Yeah, they did. That's very true, Fitz. Both of those games on the road. I think the Patriots lost to the Raiders at home, so that happened. Ain't no party like a stitty party. What up, Caden? Welcome to the show, dog. Pats and Rams Super Bowl? Possible. Straight Jacket said this dude missed twice. Holy. Ain't nothing holy about that, brother. Puffy, thank you for the follow. There's Deegan. There's my guy. Brother, thank you so much. Reed Shepard taking Isaiah Stewart to the rim. This game's going to be sick. It's crazy. Yeah. Lacey, actually, if you guys know Lacey had a take about how, like, streamers should be allowed to stream NFL games and, like, do commentary from the stream. I think a ton more kids would be watching NFL games if Lacey, if Jason, if those dudes were, like, live streaming the game and playing the game, I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be absolutely the future. I would love to live stream the Super Bowl one day. I want to live stream from the Super Bowl. One of my biggest dreams, and the way that we get there is by following and by hanging out and by chit-chatting. One of my biggest dreams is a 30-day, 30 ballpark MLB daily stream. So like every day I'm going to be live from a new ballpark in America. We're going to take a tour bus all across America, and we're going to go live from the stadium and basically do 30 days, 30 ballparks, 30 live streams. It'd be the best. And then one day live stream from the Super Bowl, and then we're going to have our own bowl game one year. We're going to have the Vini Bowl. Puffy, you can clip it on TikTok. I mean, on Twitch, I think. But I guess I can clip it out for you. Brother, if you join the Discord, I'm going to put a link today of all of the footage from today's show. So let me just stop the recording real quick. This is an 8-minute clip for you. Yeah, if you join the Discord, Deegan, I'll give you that. I'll drop a link to all that footage. 8-minute clip. Great picks, bro. Hey, Silas. My best friend's name is Silas. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Mm-hmm. All right. TikTok, it's been real. I'm going to be live for a whole nother hour on Twitch. So at Take Back with Zach on Twitch, if you want to keep watching the show, I'm going to be live over there for a whole nother hour, an hour and 10 minutes, actually. So, should have done it in 2021. If I started the show in 2021, the show would be huge right now. But we're starting right now, 2026. If you guys want to keep watching the show and talking ball for the next hour, I'm going to be live on Twitch until 6 p.m. Pacific time. If not, if you want to say goodbye, this is goodbye. Who's my guy that was watching this whole time? Someone in here was watching the whole time. I appreciate you. Puffy was in here a lot. Luffy. David Andrews, bro, and Atwood. Thank you guys for watching this whole show. I'll be live again on Monday if you guys want to come at me for my bad takes on Monday. If not, we're going to continue to watch the show on Twitch. To at Take Back with Zach to join the Discord and join the Twitch. Love you guys. See you on Monday. Bye. Brother, I feel like there's a frustration on my end with the TikTok people, because what happens is, like, we were rocking and rolling in Twitch world before I went live over there, and then so much of my attention just goes over to them, and I feel like I'm neglecting you guys a little bit when that happens. It's just, there's like 80 people in there sometimes, and I'm like, I got to kind of focus over there for a little bit. So I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure it out. I think there's a happy medium. There's some sort of blend that we can get to. I also threw my Cowboy Buds. What up, dude? Welcome to Twitch, dude. You weren't able to hear any of the sound effects, but I got crazy stuff, dude. I got crazy stuff like this, dude. I mean, for everybody that's like, why would I go over to Twitch? Why would I go over to Twitch? I'm like, this? Yeah, dude, that's why. Does Deegan want a clip too? Maybe. I'm starting a clip program right now. Starting a clip program. Next D1, I did see your thing. That'd be pretty cool. Let me just build out the program. So a little bit about me. I have a full-time editing job, basically. That's like, it's not full-time, but for this show, for all the clips, thank you, Brick Jock. Now you know. For all of the clips that I put out, I put out last week on TikTok, I put out 23 clips. So I'm putting out, hey, come on now. Come on, yo, Deegan. What up, brother? Dirty soda in a styrofoam. That's lean. Dirty soda in a styrofoam. That's Future talking about lean. All the stuff that I put out is all of my own work. So I'm putting, brother, like 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week sometimes into this show. Also, part of the show is research. Research and development. We call that R&D in the kitchen world. I used to work at In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, I did. I used to work at In-N-Out. I was a level 6 employee. So here are some of the greatest secrets about In-N-Out. Here's the clip for you, XT1. It's where the clip starts. I used to work at In-N-Out for 2.5 years, and this is where some of the secrets are. The pickles come in a huge bucket. It's really hard to open. That's the only secret I have. No, but I worked there. I went all the way up to level 6. Level 6 is grill. Also at 1. Level 1 is like register and like cleaning the dining room. Level 2 is starting to hand out food and learn a little bit more about the store. Each level, there's like hours of basically like training that you have to do in the back. It's nuts. So level 2 is like handing food out and working the drive-thru a little bit. Level 3 is like fully autonomous working in the drive-thru, which is one of the hardest positions. The hardest positions are 3 and 5. 3 is the guy who's on the headset, taking orders, pouring the drinks, manning the tickets, and handing out food in the drive-thru. That is a tough gig. There are so many things that you're balancing and working around. Level 3 is really, really difficult. Level 4, you learn how to do fries. 4 is tough. Getting your level 4 is tough, but fries is not that tough. Fries is pretty easy, man. Fries is awesome. All you do is load them up. Load up and let them rock. 5 is the hardest position in the entire store. That's board. So there's the grill, but next to the person on the grill is board. That's the person that is dressing all the bottom buns. The grill person puts the top bun and the patty on top of the dressed burger, and then they're wrapping the whole thing up and putting it in the packaging. Dude, this is a perfect wrap technique. And they're putting it in the bag, and they're putting the bag, pop, and they're putting it in there, and then they're giving it to the fries guy. That's one of the hardest positions there. And then 6 is grill, and then 7 is like manager type stuff. Oh, they're all going to the Google Drive. I'm just going to upload all of them after the show because after the show, I'm editing and stuff like that. What was I getting at? XD1, when did I start TBWZ? October 6th, 2025. It's been about 4 months. Why are In-N-Out fries so bad? Brick Jock, that's a good question. In-N-Out fries are not very good because we use sunflower oil, so it's a healthier, more neutral style oil. It's not nearly as good as what like the seed oils and the nasty stuff that we use, even though sunflower seeds are seeds. Is sunflower oil a seed oil? Let's go. Let's figure it out. Because I just said something super stupid. It's also just like we hand cut the potatoes in the back. So they're super, super fresh. Fried in sunflower oil. Is sunflower oil seed oil? Yes. Okay, never mind. One of the reasons is the oil. One of the reasons is the potatoes. Ultimately, bro, here's what it is. If you right now go to the Ralph's or wherever your grocery store is, I'm a Ralph's guy. Drop your grocery store in the chat. I found you on November 24th, I believe. Yeah, you were in one of the first. You were early, very early. If you go and get the frozen bag of French fries, and then you also go and grab a potato and make your own homemade fries. Usually what happens, the homemade thing is always going to be better than the store-bought thing, right? Wrong. Not with fries. With fries, for whatever reason, the nasty, like chock full of horrible carcinogens and nasty stuff, those, my friend, are far better than just natural hand-cut potatoes. In-N-Out doesn't use freezers. There's no freezers in In-N-Out, so we do hand-cut taters, and we fry them in onion flour, yeah, and yeah. I'm going to taste test all the seeds. Same with Five Guys fries. Cowboys Buds, you don't like Five Guys fries? I think they're half decent. I think they're kind of chill. I think they're okay. Cowboys Buds, why do you have a crown next to you? Is it because do you have a Twitch Prime? Is that or what is it called? Twitch Turbo? Is that what it's called? XD1, I haven't worked it out yet, but give me some time. Oh yeah, what I was getting at with that was like I work like 50 hours a week on this show, and then I work another 25, 30 hours on for like my money, for my job. And then I also have to like, go to the gym and work out and live life and go to church every Sunday. Like I'm working so many hours, dude. So the reason I seem slightly behind and slow sometimes with responding or whatever like that, it's just because I'm spent, dog. I work really, really hard. But I'm going to get to it. You should do a fast food burger ranking. So there's one thing, brother, Brick Jock. Brick Jock also is my brother. Not really, but you guys are my brothers too. You know what I mean? The fast food burger, the best one of all time. For me, fast food is drive-through. So for me, fast food is drive-through. And if it's a drive-through burger, if that's what we're doing, it's In-N-Out number 1 by a million. In-N-Out number 1. And then number 2 for me, brother, give me a McDonald's double whatever what is it called? A McDouble? Give me that every single time. This is a throw. So they asked Tom Brady, like, if there's one play he regrets most in his life, in his career, and it's this one. This was after the David Tyree catch. This was after the helmet catch, if you will. This person is using... Do you guys remember when you had to record stuff on TV? Bro, look at the DVR. Super Bowl Classics. This guy recorded this. Remember when your dad would have like 100 different things recorded? You're like, Dad, can I delete this so I can record like the new episode of Bones? He's like, don't delete that. I'm watching it. I'm like, Dad, my dad has every episode of Deadliest Catch recorded of all time, basically. My dad has every Deadliest Catch in every Gold Rush Alaska. My dad loves the Discovery Channel, bro. My dad loves the Discovery Channel. What show does your dad watch more than anything? Let's do that. Let's talk about shows that our dads watch. My dad was a huge Deadliest Catch guy. Massive. We did watch Survivor growing up, but we kind of stopped watching Survivor. But Deadliest Catch and Gold Rush, he still watches those two shows. He still watches them. You know what else he has recorded? He has like every single Link to Prime. There it is, Cowboy. He has almost every single Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives recorded too. Guy Fieri. I could tell Guy Fieri is a bad guy. He's banned from this show, by the way. But they asked Brady what was the one throw he regrets more than anything. This was after the helmet catch. This was after David Tyree caught the ball. This is 3rd and 20 after Plaxico Burress scored in the end zone. Watch this throw. Watch this throw.
Spagnuolo has done a brilliant job to this point. 3rd and 20. Brady roll.
First of all, incredible block. Incredible block from the running back here.
3rd and 20.
Boom. Shanahan or Strahan's getting doubled.
Moss downfield.
It was literally like 1 yard away. I have it recorded, bro, so I'm going to put it in a Google Drive. If you join the Discord, it's pinned to the top of the chat. If you join that, I'll drop the link to the Google Drive after the show, and you can find it. I'll rename it for you and everything, too. Deadliest Catch, American Pickers, and Pawn Stars. Those are all such good dad shows.
By Webster.
This throw was literally a yard off from being completed, and they would have won the Super Bowl. Or they would have at least tied it up. Watch this throw.
Yeah, they moved Tom Brady so that he can buy some
Randy
time
Moss.
to allow Moss to get down the field.
That's the ball right there. If he puts it right here, literally if it's 1 yard, he was 1 yard off. If he puts it right here instead of right here, that's the catch.
And you just run out of arm strength. I mean, as you can tell, Randy Moss, he had a couple steps and he
crazy. I did not know that about the game at all. It's crazy that Tom Brady after six rings still thinks about that play. He still thinks about that one. All right, I have to go to the bathroom. What do you guys want? SpongeBob? You guys want to watch SpongeBob? Or do you want Jared Stidham highlights from his last game? Should we watch Stiddy or SpongeBob? I also got to go off. I'm going off YouTube right now. So YouTube people, if you still want to watch the show, we're live on